What's going on, people? We're alive. We are live. My name is Alam. This is another In Motion Football live stream. Today, we got a watch along for Bills Chiefs, the final divisional round game. The final spot for the AFC championship or the championship round is up for grabs here. We got Mahomes versus Allen. It's the rivalry we all love to watch. Tough matchup ahead against the Ravens for whoever wins, but that's not what we're thinking about right now. We're tapping in just in time for the start of the game. And to start the stream out, I got my guy with me. What's going on, Peter?
Yo,
Lamar Jackson enjoyer. I'm sure it's been a fun little while here watching football.
hey man, watching playoff games after your team wins is the best shit.
Oh yeah,
But like, if the Ravens would have lost, I would have not watched any football this weekend.
hell yeah, you got a detox after that.
Yep.
But yeah, exciting stuff. Purdy versus Jared Goff is so hilariously like not close to whatever the quarterback matchup's going to be in the AFC.
Oh, I know.
I wonder which game is first. Is it AFC or NFC? I think
The
it.
AFC game is first.
Oh God! Everyone's gonna collectively get to just chill for their second half of their Sunday.
I mean, people are gonna watch, but yeah, no, it's the AFC game is at 3 Eastern, and the NFC game's at 6:30.
Right. But yeah, I think I think for the Ravens, they just kind of like knocked the rust off in the first half. They had a lot of time off. Really figured things out in the second half. I thought the Niners also similarly looked sloppy, but it just never got better for them. Like they're just kind of lucky they played the Packers.
I don't understand these like huge betting lines in favor of the Niners.
Yep, 10 points was a lot.
When I watched the game, I was like, I don't see a talent discrepancy.
Yep.
Like, I don't really see it. I don't know, but I felt that way kind of before the game. I'm like, the Niners would probably win, but like, are they going to cover that? I wouldn't take the money to cover that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And like, is Debo actually hurt? Like, what's going on with that? Because once he went out, their offense, I don't think looked great. Like, at least their passing game at
It
all.
looked very ordinary.
It's very like McCaffrey's good. Like Kittle is good. Ayuk, they're like good players, but I didn't see it. So like I guess the early line for San Francisco and Detroit is San Francisco -7, and I'm like I would definitely take Detroit on that.
Yep.
That's a lot of points. Ooh, fumble on the first play. The ball gets
Yes.
batted out of bounds.
There's a flag on the play. I'm not really sure what the rule is about smacking the ball out of bounds, but
Illegal batting, I think. Is that a thing just on special teams, or is that a thing all the time?
I'm not sure at all. Yep, illegal batting.
Yeah, I knew that was a rule. I've seen that called once or twice.
It's a loss of down. And what is it? A 10-yard penalty?
I think so. It's treated like grounding.
Cool. So yeah, we got a what like second and 17 now. Not the best start. We got a fumble and second and 17 to start for Buffalo.
Yep. But yeah, I don't know. I also find it interesting that the only home team to lose in this entire playoffs was the Cowboys, who were undefeated at home all season.
Only home team to lose. Only 2 seed to lose ever. Oh my God.
And in every single game, the winning quarterback has had no interceptions. Even though Purdy tried his best to throw a couple yesterday.
Oh yeah. Damn. So I thought Stephon Diggs was gonna get hurt here. Turns out the corner that hit him is hurt.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, it looks like shoulder pad to face mask, and the DB still down. Stephon Diggs seems to be okay. But I mean, for the sake of the outcome of the game, that's a big incompletion. They're getting Buffalo in 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17, your opening drive as well.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, I can see where an injury stems from that. That sucks.
Yep. Yeah, you got this is Patrick Mahomes' first road game in the playoffs, which is kind of because I saw that he's eighth all time in playoff wins. To get to eighth all time before touching a road game is hilarious.
That's funny because like Flacco did the opposite.
Yeah, I
He
think he's
didn't get
tied
to
with
a home
Brady,
game
right?
until win number 7.
That's wild. Yeah, I think he's tied for the road playoff win record.
That makes sense because he has, off the top of my head, 9.
Yeah, I don't know what the number is. I just know they said he's tied with Brady for the
He
record.
won
And
2 his first year, 1 in years 2, 3, and 4. So
right,
that's 5. 2 in the Super Bowl year.
yeah,
So that's 7. Oh, so 8. And then he won one in 2015.
yeah,
Yeah, he would have had that record if the Browns would have beat the Texans.
yeah. They got smoked.
You know what, though? I got to say, I'm impressed by the Texans, but I don't know why everybody's acting like the NFL and the AFC more specifically
Yeah,
is not like a gauntlet of talent.
yeah,
Like, there's no guarantee the Texans will be in the divisional round next year.
oh yeah,
There's no guarantee. I think they'll be in the playoffs
yeah,
because, like, I think the Bengals will probably replace the Steelers.
right,
I think the Ravens will be there. I think
yeah,
the Dolphins, if they just keep the status quo, still have enough talent to like make it.
yeah.
Bills and Chiefs, I think, are going to be there. I think that's pretty obvious.
I think Indy is very much dependent on whether Richardson can stay healthy.
But yeah, I think if Indianapolis, if their quarterback stays healthy, if the Jaguars get their shit together, like
Yeah,
that wild card bid between those two teams and like Cleveland, I could see it going potentially a different way. I don't know.
yeah,
But like you still have like Indy missed the playoffs, and Cincinnati will be better next year, miss the playoffs.
right.
And then you still have whatever the hell the Jaguars are, and then you have the 7 teams that actually made it. Like, if we want to just accept the Steelers are like perpetually mid, because I kind of believe
Holy
that.
shit! Wild boy Josh Allen almost gets it done.
I'm about to watch this.
I-
Oh damn!
No, it's so funny how on the first play of the game, Stephon Diggs fumbles, and then Josh Allen's like, you know what, spontaneous laterals. I hope the guy catches it.
High key, that was amazing.
That was phenomenal.
That was a great lateral throw, though.
Yep. I mean, like real. That's like a quarterback just making a throw. You know.
That was great. They're gonna go for it? Hell yeah!
Spoiler. Actually, no spoiler. I'm gonna let you watch this play. But yeah. So when it comes to the Texans, right, something to keep in mind is there's a pretty good precedent for when you have a defensive coach and your play caller gets poached. Regression coming from the fact that you can't find another guy that's just as good, and that's probably what Houston's going to face. There's also a pretty good precedent for.
You think Houston's guy's gonna get a head coaching job though?
They're making it seem like there's a good chance. It's not guaranteed, but he is very much like next in line after the Detroit guy in terms of like how they view young offensive coordinators in the league. He's from the Niners system, so like they gas everybody who spent 5 minutes with Sean McVay or Kyle Shanahan.
I guess. I don't know, man. Like, how many jobs are there available?
So my thing is, and I don't know if it'll happen, but the guy who runs the Titans is from San Francisco, and I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to hire somebody he has some familiarity with. And I think Slowick is the most esteemed candidate who has some type of tie to San Francisco, and they would have obviously been there together. So I have my eyes on Tennessee. If it doesn't work out for Tennessee, I think they could run out. There could be just like a shortage of spots. It's rough to kind of predict it right now because everyone's interviewing and there's no clear ties.
Well, what coaching openings do we even have?
So we have 7 right now. I think we got the Chargers, the Titans, the Falcons. Actually no, there's 6 because the Antonio Pierce got the job. Let me pull up this.
Chargers, Titans, Falcons, Panthers.
Yeah.
Who else am I missing? NFC North has coaches. NFC East has Oh, the Commanders.
Yep.
So that's 5. And then the Patriots hired Gerard Mayo.
Oh, the Seahawks.
Mm.
The Seahawks is the last one. And that's the thing. We just like we haven't really got any clear ties. There's rumors that Belichick to Atlanta is like something that
Unless
could
all the
happen.
people that are going to take jobs are still working in the season, that would be the only reason there's been like a holdup, right?
Yeah. And then I think there's a new rule this year that the guys in the playoffs actually can't interview before a certain time that wasn't in place before. I'm not exactly sure what
That's
the rule
probably a
change
smart
is,
rule.
but there's something that prevents these kind of things. Shout out to Jonathan Gannon, super wild boy in Arizona for the Super Bowl, just casually trying to get the Cardinals job.
Hell yeah.
Um, but yeah. Oh shit, yeah, they're showing Kelsey's lateral to Tony. Shout out to Josh Allen for being like, hey, I can do that too. All right, we got read option plays with Stephon Diggs as like the running back. Awesome. Now Buffalo's really just coming out and saying, you know what, we're gonna throw a bunch of random shit at this team. Let's make them deal with everything.
And see what works.
Yep. But yeah, so we got 6 spots. We don't have any real like understanding of what's gonna be what. I for my like people say that Tennessee is gonna hire Detroit's defensive coordinator. So again, we'll see if that happens. Um the other one that people talk about is what is it? I think the Chargers, there was somebody that they're expecting to get it. But yeah, there's a couple spots where there's
I mean,
strong rumors.
everybody talks about Jim Harbaugh to the Chargers. I don't.
That doesn't feel right to me. I don't think the
That feels
Chargers
incredibly random.
super random. And the thing is like I would expect Harbaugh to honestly, in my opinion, end up at an organization with a richer owner. Like I have a hard time imagining there's not another team out there with
Hey
deeper
man,
pockets that's willing.
the Commanders.
Right. That's obviously a spot, but like, yeah, I just can't believe it's the Chargers.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, kind of, if the Commanders don't get like Belichick or like, I could see them just be like, "Hey, we want John Harbaugh. They have the number 2 pick, right,
Yep.
or number 3 pick, or whatever it is, or whatever
Yeah.
they have."
Number two. Yeah. Number two. What's going on, Surfer?
Yeah, right, guys. Just to say that the jobs about the playoff thing doesn't exist because in the last game they were talking about a coach from the Bucks and the Lions interviewing for jobs recently.
Okay. I'll have to figure out what it is then.
And Harbaugh's not going to take a job in the AFC, is he? So it's against his brother.
I mean, if you pay him enough, he might. But
Maybe. I don't think he would.
it would be funny to have Jim Harbaugh in DC and John Harbaugh in Baltimore. That'd be really hilarious.
Yeah, it will be. Hey, holiday dinners would be very easy.
That second down play is very strange, but all right. 3rd and goal coming up.
No, I'm telling you, it really feels like the Bills' game plan is let's just stress the Chiefs' defensive coordinator out, and then we'll figure it out from there.
It's like not a bad one. But yeah, look up the weather next week for Baltimore.
Yep.
You're gonna have football in the high 30s, low 40s.
Okay, football weather.
Perfect football weather.
So the Packers choke job was one of the worst moments in the season. I mean, I don't know.
It was confusing, but I don't know if it was like worst of the season.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that decision to throw that ball was ridiculous, but like whatever. Like sometimes,
Like low key, they dropped a pick 6 in the first half.
yeah.
Then they got stuffed on a 4th and 1 in the first half.
Yep.
Then they missed a field goal.
Yeah.
Then he threw a backbreaking pick. Like high key, they beat themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the wrong team won last night.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, like I don't know, man. Green Bay Detroit NFC Championship would have been very funny.
A Thanksgiving rematch.
Yeah.
No, honestly, if it was Lions Packers, I feel like we should just have Murtaza do like a solo stream
Oh, dude, he'd be in hell.
for real.
I don't know, man. Like, what did anybody actually ever say what Debo Samuel's injury is?
It's a shoulder is the one they're actually worried about. There was the concussion thing, but I think he was cleared to return, and then he has had the shoulder issue. My
Uh-huh.
understanding is there's a worry that he re-injured a shoulder issue he was dealing with earlier in the year, but they're still doing testing, so there's no clarity yet. I'll try to see what Pro Football Doc is saying though.
I'm gonna say because if he actually can't play next week, then I don't know, man.
I 49ers team's overrated anyway.
Yep.
See, I've genuinely have felt this all year, but I don't want to sound super like haterish.
I just feel like it's the same story with Shanahan teams.
We smoked them.
Yep.
Yeah, but see, our team is built different.
I know, but I remember all the build up to it, all the so-called experts. You know.
Yeah, I didn't like how people were acting like
they're writing us off like we're fucking,
Yeah, what the hell?
Like we're scrubs.
No, they like the Niners differently. Like I was watching the game yesterday, and
It's like the Patriots.
For real, when the Niners were, I think, like about 15 yards from the end zone, you got the commentator saying, "This is Purdy's chance to clear up narratives and establish that he belongs." And it's like, just get off of him like that. It's real aggressive what you guys are doing.
I think the Bills could be disappointed with that driver to come away with a field goal.
Yep.
I would be too, but like at the same time,
it's playoffs, isn't it? You got to take the points.
You got to take points when you can get them, and like not. The big thing is, the teams that don't have stupid turnovers in these playoffs tend to win.
Yeah.
And also don't give away a big lot of penalties as well.
Between the fact that the Chiefs defense is good and then also the Bills do have turnovers in them, like it feels like if you get inside the 10, you got to get 7 points. I'm not sure you can bank on getting inside the 10 consistently.
I mean, you would think so, but you also have to see like how the Chiefs offense is moving.
Yeah, and that's like the big question mark.
Like, I don't know, a field goal, like it might be like a 19-17 game.
Yeah. True.
We all think it's going to be amazing and fireworks and stuff, but it's like, those guys probably didn't learn how to have amazing hands over the course of a week.
Yep. Did it say during the broadcast at some point what the temperature is like in Buffalo right now?
It was 20 degrees at kickoff, so I'm assuming it's going to get colder.
It warmed up for today. Like it was pretty cold for the whole week, and all of a sudden today it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a 2nd and 9 early. Try to see if the Chiefs can stay ahead of the chains. A bunch of short routes, Mahomes scrambles, find some space. Wow. If you're a Bills fan right now, you are very pissed off.
God damn. I feel like the Bills have had a million playoff home games.
Yep.
They all, well, like, if you just get, like, gift wrapped, they didn't get gift wrapped the division this year, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, if you just win your division every year, I guess that's what happens.
Yep.
I feel like, obviously, with the addition of a 7 team, having a 2 seed play a wild card game is, like, kind of meh.
Yeah.
But also, like, being a 2 seed in these playoffs, I just feel like it's such an advantage when it comes to the divisional round.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like every seed is like distinctly better than the one below it. Like there are some setups where you can look at a couple spots and say there's no big difference, but having home field in the divisional round or any time in the playoffs is very important.
But I just think, like, going into the preparation for a wild card game, knowing if you win, you absolutely have a home game.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about, like, fucking scoreboard watching and, like, making conditional travel plans. I just think is so nice.
Yep. Yeah, and just generally like obviously Packers aside, that 7 seed tends to be a layup. Now, of course, injuries can happen in that kind of a game, but still
Yeah.
if you're really a 2 seed, like a real life 2 seed, you will that first matchup will be a cakewalk.
I was gonna say, Bills beat the Steelers by 14 this year.
Yeah.
The Niners beat the Seahawks by like 20 points last year.
Yep.
The Bills beat the Dolphins barely last year when they turned it over like 4 times.
Against the third stringer.
Yeah, and then in the first year, the Eagles lost to the Bucks,
Got baptized. Yep.
and then the Colts barely lost to the Bills. The Bills have been a 2 seed the last 3 years.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's basically been Kansas City the whole time as the 1 seed except for I guess
2019 when we lost,
right, right.
when the Bills were a wild card team.
But yeah, did you see the Jay Gruden RG3 beef? Yes, it's hilarious. But also, my question is does Jay Gruden want to get back into coaching?
I can't imagine any Gruden's going to be getting into coaching anytime soon.
Like that's my thing. I'm pretty sure, like to me, I look at this like this guy's career is over. Cause like, why would you want the guy that like is beefing his ex players on the timeline?
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to me either.
Yeah, I'm not looking like, you know what, I need that guy in my locker room. A young quarterback that I hope is my future. We need
Is that
Jay
is that
Gruden.
Dory Jackson?
Who? The receiver?
No, the corner.
I'm not sure. Got a
I think he's
47-yard attempt for Kansas City. 47 yards in this stadium is not a gimme, but he knocks it right through the middle. 3-3 to start the game. We got both teams on the board. Points, people. Points.
Hey, man. Shout out to the under.
Yeah. What I will say, though, is that, like, I do think that their back and forth had some very solid, like, points made by both sides. Obviously RG3 calling him out for the initial tweet was funny, but then also like Jay Gruden's point of like, yeah, our coaching staff must have been trash when it was the coaching staff with like McVay and Shanahan and basically everybody who's a coach right now.
Yeah.
Again, it was good back and forth.
Dog, the real problem with RG3 is once he kind of hurt his knee in that playoff game,
Yeah.
putting it back in there to completely mess up his knee was bullshit.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, he was a rookie.
Yep.
And, like, I'm thinking off the top of my head, I don't think the NFC East was like that at the time.
No. And at that time, probably a rookie quarterback that had the biggest investment in them at the time. Like, I don't think the 3 first-round picks to trade up to the 2 seed was like a common move at the time. So, yeah, that was something to where like you have one of the bigger investments in the league with a messed up knee. And they just really wanted to win a wild card round game.
Yeah, I don't know. And then, yeah, they obviously never really recovered from that.
Yeah. And I think like that kind of like gets back to the point I think I made with the Dolphins and Tua last year. It's just like bad organizations that just aren't used to doing things right really just truly don't understand what is and isn't important.
Mm-hmm.
Washington at the time should have realized that like this guy's ability to win one game here and really not make a meaningful run is just not important. The way the Dolphins should have realized Tua playing in week 5 when you're supposed to be a contender, so to speak, is just not important.
No, yeah, like it's definitely definitely interesting how some teams like manage injuries to like quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like I'm not super upset that Lamar Jackson got shut down the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It didn't really bother me that much at the time. Just because
Right.
like if he gets hurt now, like really hurt, we're fucked for the next season too.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, we're also like a wild card team in each instance at best.
Right.
Are we gonna win 3 road games? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't. I'm not mad at it.
But also, like, what if he did play, and what if something happened that compromised the Ravens' ability to make this season happen?
Of course, this is
Right?
why
Like,
like, when you have a guy and he's not like he can't like be reliably trotted out there, you shouldn't even bother. Like health is a major part of football.
yep.
Health and like in that aspect, kind of luck are just part of it.
Yeah. That's why, like, as a fan, if my team is good, I'm really not getting into it until about week 10 because all it takes is one hit.
Yep.
Which again, like going back to the Dolphins and Tua, it's just you guys got to know these things. If you want to be good, there's just some basic things you have to get right.
I wonder how they decided how to split up the games between the networks this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know how that process goes.
Like I'm sure Romo's happy as hell that he gets to see Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
You know how insane it would have been to send Romo to fucking the NFC divisional in Detroit.
Oh my god. Yeah,
He's-
he wouldn't have been excited to see Baker. That's
No.
for sure.
Hey man, Baker, you had a good season. You're probably going to get an extension there. It's like 2 or 3 year extension.
Yeah.
But like I don't know.
No, at the end of the day, like career revived, he's gonna get money for probably at least the next 5 years.
Probably.
Yeah, like so he's fine. Like second, third, fourth contracts, if you can get to that, like it's hard to hate.
Well, he's on his 5th-year option this year, right?
So I think he got
Or was it
cut.
last year?
So that's the thing. I think
He
I'm not
signed like
sure.
this is his 6th year.
So I guess there was a deal that he was on in Cleveland. He got traded to Carolina to be on the same deal. He would have got cut, and then the Rams gave him obviously a short-term deal, and then the Bucks gave him a deal in free agency.
So yeah, he had a 1-year, $4 million deal with an extra 4.5 mil in incentives, including 1 mil for a playoff win, which he got.
Yep.
Basically got like up to 8.5 mil to play this year on a 1-year deal. So he signed like a prove it deal, and it worked.
Yep. And now the thing too is like the floor for quarterbacks that can win a playoff game, it's very high.
100%, especially like if I'm Baker, I'd stay right over there in the NFC, brother.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Bro, it's like literally Geno Smith, Daniel Jones.
Yep.
The price of quarterback play, if you can just be competent for a small stretch, it gets you paid.
Jared Goff in the second NFC Championship game.
Yep.
Especially in that division. That division's trash.
Oh yeah, you get to play David Tepper's team twice a year, man. That's amazing.
That's what I was saying. Like, if I'm Kirk Cousins, oh my god.
Yeah.
If like me didn't want to stick with Baker, I'd be going right to Tampa. Are you serious?
Yep.
Warm weather, division's ass.
Sweet spot.
You just got to win a couple games, and you're in the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
You have Mike Evans to just throw jump balls to if shit ever goes bad.
Yo, Mike Evans is a free agent. I can't see him actually leaving Tampa, but we'll see.
For real. Like, I don't know what their management's plan is, but like that guy, in terms of, I don't know how he feels about legacy, but like bro, he could go to play with actually in a good offense, good quarterback, and we might see something we've never seen before. Because even when he had Brady, right? Like that was, of course, he's Brady and he won and he's good, but that was not like remotely close to peak Brady.
No.
No, that guy was throwing 3 picks in like meaningful playoff games. It was not. He's never actually had like a truly great quarterback.
Yeah, man. If I'm Mike Evans, I go on the craziest free agency ring chasing tour if I want. Actually, he has a ring. I wouldn't do that. Fuck it. I'm signing with the Bucks and I'm just chilling.
No, basically just like essentially become like a god to that franchise.
Oh
You could
yeah.
probably run for office in anything related to
Yeah,
just
something like 9 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons or whatever.
I think it's 10.
Something crazy.
And it's something you can honestly, especially in the modern NFL, he could stretch that out.
Yeah. I mean, what is he, like 32, 33?
17 game seasons, a lot of passing in the modern NFL. Again, it's like your team's not that serious, right? So like push comes to shove, last 3 weeks of the regular season, they could just get you 15 targets a game.
Yeah. Yeah, 1,255 this year, 1,100 last year, 1,000 in 2021, 1,000 in 2020, 1,157 2019, 1,500 in 2018, 1,001 in 2017, 1,300 2016, 1,200 2015, 1,050 in 2014.
Yep.
There is 11 seasons of this? No, there's 10. I'm tripping.
I think I heard 10 today. But that's the thing, right? Mike Evans might be washed. I don't know if washed is what I would say, but again, even on the decline, still guaranteed 1,000. With anybody, bro. Baker Mayfield, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jameis Winston, just whoever it
I don't
is.
know, man. 94 touchdowns and almost 12,000
Oh,
yards in your
also,
career is
bro,
crazy.
we haven't even mentioned yet the Johnny Manziel in college. Like this guy has endured some horrible quarterbacks.
Plus
Mike
that
Evans is
division,
not washed, Chief.
that division's trash. You can get all those yards in that division.
Yep.
Mike Evans is not washed, guys. This is not what we're doing today. We are not doing this. Mike
Like,
Evans can play for the Ravens any day, Chief.
a guy's
Oh, yeah.
32. He is not going to be in his prime at 32.
Yeah.
But yeah, today, unguardable by number 1. Again, it's just at the end of the day, Baker Mayfield is your quarterback.
If I'm him, I sign a deal the same length as whatever they give Baker.
Yeah.
And they throw me the fucking ball, dude.
Yeah.
He's going to have the craziest stats at the end of his career.
For real.
Yeah, if I say I'd sign that deal now, I just start doing individual records. That's what I do now because I got the Super Bowl ring.
Individual records, finish your career as like a one-team guy, and then essentially have a job with the Bucks for the rest of your life.
Yep. That's what I do. The ring's done now. You don't need to chase it. The ring's done.
He already has one.
He already has one.
He's made 110 mil from the Bucks.
Yep. Florida, tax-free. Tax-free.
Yeah, it's tax-free as well, yeah. So
yeah, I'm staying, dog.
I'm staying there, bro. I'm staying there.
Bro, they're gonna give him the most fraudulent job title after he retires, man. He's gonna be like wide receiver ambassador or some shit.
Nice warm weather. Even like going to Detroit today, it's not that cold because it's a
34 years old. Yeah, you're gonna need to give me a 3-year, 45 mil deal or something stupid. Maybe not 45 mil, something closer to like 30. But
whatever DeAndre Hopkins got, I mean, he should get a lot more.
I agree, but if I'm Mike Evans, 3 years, 30 M's, sign Baker 3 years, 80, 90 mil or whatever you have to do.
Yeah,
we're slinging that bitch.
Yeah. I mean, you guys got to stop when the field got compressed, but it looks like in space, Buffalo is threatening you with Josh Allen's legs at every turn. So you have to defend a lot of space. And yeah, they're just using that to move the ball pretty effectively.
I mean, it's really about points, though. Like, you just got to keep people out of the end zone.
Mm-hmm. If
But-
Buffalo has to kick like 7 field goals, you probably are okay with that.
Oh, you're definitely okay with that. I will say, though, I understand the analytics behind the Bucks going for 2 when they did.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking whack.
Hold on. What exactly are the analytics? What did they say?
In theory, like, you have a higher chance
Yeah.
of converting 1 of 2 attempts at a 2-point conversion
Yeah.
than
1 of 1?
you do of like converting the extra points and winning a game in overtime. In theory, something like that.
So my understanding of it, like this is just me thinking about the decision, is that if you're gonna go for 2 to win the game, like if you've made that your mind up about that, you may as well do it early so that if you don't get it, you have the opportunity to make up for it. Because if you kick the extra point and then not get the 2-point conversion at the end of the game's over. Like you've lost. There's no opportunity to make up for not being able to get a 2-point conversion. So if you do it early, like the first touchdown, you have an opportunity to like redeem yourself. But I don't know, man. It just, do you have to then think about like, would you rather do it on the second touchdown with whatever momentum you've built up to get 2 touchdowns? Like there's that to consider depending on how you feel about that.
I would rather do it on the second touchdown because like I think it's like a psychology thing.
See, that's what I'm trying to get at, right? The logic of kicking it first is there, but the logic doesn't factor in anything like momentum, psychology, how tired a defense might be at the very end of the game versus like 8 minutes before that, right? Like there's a bunch of things you have to think about, and yeah, it's fascinating.
Yeah, the Bills have taken a lot of time out of this game already.
Oh yeah,
a lot of time.
Definitely intentional.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they have more than enough experience understanding that this game should not be a shootout.
No.
Yep.
Well, no, just shorten the game.
This is about keeping Mahomes cold.
Third down and keep people out of the end zone.
Yeah,
You're able to shorten the game by running the ball. In theory, you're winning on field position. You're able to dictate terms better. Like you should win.
Yeah,
that's about over 10 minutes.
For the last 18 minutes of the game yesterday.
Yeah.
That's a part. I'm like, why would you? Unless you had to throw it on like 3rd and long, why the fuck would you throw it?
Yeah.
If you're getting 4 yards every time you hand the ball to Gus Edwards on 1st down.
Yeah.
To work from 2nd and medium.
Yeah.
And you have Lamar, who's more willing to run it now that it's the playoffs, other than like just these random regular season games.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you had a week off. You play again in 8 days. After that, you have 2 weeks off. So it's like, hey, if you need to carry the ball 12 times as a quarterback today, that's what you're going to do. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
It just, I don't know. I'll never understand teams who bail on the run or have the capability to run and just choose not to do it for whatever reason.
Right.
No matter how good your quarterback is.
Yeah. Who would you prefer in the AFC Championship game, Peter and Cypher?
Probably the Chiefs. Because I just don't really believe in the Chiefs' offense.
Yeah.
Outside of like Kelsey, I don't know. I'd probably rather play the Chiefs, but I'm happy to play either team. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I'm not bothered.
I think like you guys don't have to think too hard about that kind of stuff, but I would say like if basically like the bad version of Baltimore shows up, I don't know if the Chiefs can actually create enough separation for that to matter. Like it'll always be a close enough game for good Baltimore to show up, and like that at that point, either team is getting smacked. But I think Buffalo does at least have it in them to run up some points if the Ravens like stumble to start out the game. So yeah, I think you want the team with the ineffective offense that struggles.
Yeah, I would just rather kind of play that.
Yep. Because I think what we saw against the Texans is that like the Ravens will figure it out in football games this year.
Mm-hmm.
You could even say against a team like the Steelers, like they didn't play their best ball. They did figure it out. Guys just dropped passes. They had 3 losses, right? So it was Pittsburgh, Indy. Oh no, Cleveland and Indy.
Yeah.
Cleveland was another crazy game, and then Indy was the game where kind of they just kept stumbling. But like, yeah, the game against Houston really made me feel confident in the fact that like if they do stumble, they will figure it out by the end of the game.
Yeah, it turns out running shorter routes and moving the pocket is a good way to counter the blitz. Who would have known?
Right. Right.
Seems obvious, but I was watching the game the first half. I'm like, why are people running 20 yards downfield?
Right.
We don't have time. Just turn around once you get 5 yards downfield, get 6, 7 yards, and then they'll stop doing that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got 2nd and 2. Pacheco gets some space.
That's so crazy. This is his first road playoff game.
Yep.
He got drafted in 2017, and this is his first one.
It's crazy. 2 Super Bowls, 8th all time on like the playoff wins list. Probably he's pretty competitive in a lot of stats. And yeah, this is the first time he's had to play against a crowd. Like Chiefs fans definitely show out for those Super Bowls. The Super Bowl in Tampa had like literally only healthcare professionals at it, I'm pretty sure. Like, so yeah. Kind of off topic. Did you guys hear what CeeDee Lamb's mom had to say about Dak Prescott?
No, what'd you say?
Oh, it was hilarious when shit like this happens. She basically said Dak isn't it, and like, it's a shame that he's the quarterback because like a lot of guys on that team work hard for him to just be the quarterback, and like he doesn't want to win and stuff like that. Obviously, it was just the angry parent on Facebook kind of thing, and somebody was like he should come home to Houston, and he's like, well, I wish he did.
Yeah.
So I mean, just the vibes are going to be interesting in Dallas. You got a coach coaching in his last year of his deal. They insisted he's going to be back, but not give him an extension. So, a lame duck coach. You got a receiver who wasn't on the same page with his quarterback in the last week of the year, right? So, like, very much when you should be on the same page. You got the receiver's mom saying the quarterback ain't shit. You got the quarterback. I think he'll be in the last year of his deal unless he gets an extension with randomly Trey Lance in the quarterback room. I think Dan Quinn might be gone. It's going to be a wild time.
Rinse and repeat with the
We're going to be mid next year.
It's always the same with the Cowboys. Rinse and repeat.
I don't know if they're going to pay Dak, right? But if they pay Dak, they're going to hand probably like $400 million to CD, Micah, and Dak just to keep the team intact, which will be at the expense of all the other free agents they have, most likely. So they're going to have to draft to replenish a team that already wasn't it because they're the only 2 seed to lose. That team's going to be mid. The Giants are the Giants. It's really up in the air with the Eagles. Very much no guarantee that they bounce back. Hey, Commanders, enter center stage.
Let's do it.
Harbaugh and Drake May, let's go. 14-3.
There's no way that guy drafts Drake May. No way.
Harbaugh and Russell Wilson. No, I'm kidding. Oh, by the way, where do you guys think Russell Wilson will end up?
They're cutting him, right?
I believe so. If a team tries to trade for that contract, they're out of their minds.
Hey, man, what if Russ goes back to Seattle?
That would be fire. I think Pittsburgh would be a hilarious spot for him. My understanding is that the Steelers are gonna like look at Kenny Pickett as their starter, but try to bring serious competition for him.
Don't they have Trubisky under contract? They're gonna have 3 quarterbacks under contract.
I think they're gonna get rid of Trubisky because I think he's in that last year of his deal, which is completely unguaranteed, and they already benched him.
Okay.
But and then my thing is, right, let's say for argument's sake, right, Belichick goes to Atlanta. I don't actually know if Belichick going to Atlanta, like, I don't think he calls for a rookie quarterback. I also don't think he calls for Justin Fields when it's time to win a Super Bowl. So my question is, what the hell does Belichick do at the quarterback position in Atlanta?
He gets Russ.
He gets Russ or Kirk Cousins. Like, it's got to be one of the two. I don't think it's anybody else. And I think it'll be hilarious if he, regardless of who he gets.
Do you think Atlanta's going to give Kirk Cousins the bag though?
I have no idea. I just think like it just, you can eliminate every other option, and with those you have to have a conversation. But I think it's very easy to eliminate a lot of the other options.
What are the Vikings going to do then? Go to the
I'm pretty like they're. It really looks like they're gonna go for a rookie quarterback.
Right. Are they high up in the draft? Or do they have to trade?
They're not that high up. I think they're gonna end up just taking somebody that's mid. Like, I think they're gonna end up with a Kenny Pickett.
So they're in transition then. Okay.
Yeah. Because this is the thing, right? They announced that Kirk Cousins was gonna leave at the end of the year before the season. The way the place they're at in their like the cycle of their team, it makes no sense to call on a vet, right?
No.
I just think they're gonna draft like Bo Nix or something.
Yeah, and then just keep going up that draft. Keep going up every year.
Yeah. Like sometimes teams will draft their Mac Jones to get themselves in a position to draft
the Bears. Try and do the Bears story, but better.
Yeah, because like Mac Jones is going to get the Patriots, whoever they get. Jimmy Clausen got the Panthers, Cam Newton. Like, I think Kenny Pickett next year. Actually, no, Mike Tomlin's there. That's a unique situation. But there are bad young quarterbacks that get drafted that end up getting you bad enough to get your actual guy. And I think that's what the era Minnesota is going to step into.
I can't see Pickett being the starter next year, though.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is like, when they say that he's going to be the number one with like solid competition, I think what they're really saying is that like we like politically can't like go, like guys who drafted him aren't looking to concede to the fact that they're wrong yet, but they probably know they are. That's kind of what that feels like.
They're going to have
Doesn't everyone realize when a franchise says that it means we haven't got our guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like saying
you don't mention.
It's like in football when someone says, "Oh, we bought this goalkeeper to challenge our goalkeeper." Go here. Well, why?
You don't think about challenging if you actually have a guy.
Exactly. The quarterback's the one position on the field that you don't have competition for, right?
Yeah.
That's like it's the only. That's why you give him the bag.
Yeah. Like they say, if you have multiple quarterbacks, you have no quarterback.
Yeah. It's madness.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well,
I just wonder what they're going to do, though. Like,
yeah,
they're not going to draft another quarterback. One, because they're at like pick, I want to say 20.
Yeah, then basically exactly where they pick it, which is just not what you do.
19, 20.
Yeah,
right. Because it goes off record once you get in the playoffs and take an L, right?
I miss.
All right, what's that?
It goes off record.
Yeah, so the 4 teams that lost in the wild, or the 6 teams that lost in the wild card round, it orders them by record. I'll check Tankathon right now.
I just pulled it up.
Is it fair? What?
Yeah, they're at 20. That's
hilarious. They're exactly where Pickett was. Oh, so now that we're looking at this, Minnesota's at 11. So like very much you could get a quarterback, and just not the good ones.
So, but who's there? So Washington's going to get. Carolina's definitely going to get one, right?
Chicago.
No, it's going. Carolina. Let's see. Let's look at that list and see who's going to definitely. I don't even know what the quarterback draft class is looking like this year, anyway. So.
Ooh, Mahomes missed another receiver in the end zone. That one, like, kind of on the fringes of counting as missing a receiver, but definitely he missed Kelsey. We got 4th and goal now.
So you got. Let's look at the teams who. So who's going to draft a quarterback? So
either Chicago takes a quarterback or somebody trades into the spot at 1, right?
New England will.
Washington
Tennessee
will.
might want to consider it, but I don't think they would. Atlanta, I could see them just signing a quarterback.
Yeah.
You see that? I can see someone trading maybe the Chargers or something for that 5th spot.
Yeah, the Chargers are a trade
really
candidate for me.
Yeah, the Chargers. Yeah, Arizona's a funny one.
Arizona has a quarterback. Their team just sucks.
That's what I mean. New England's not. New England's not going to go for a quarterback.
Arizona are low key like one of the best 4-win teams I've ever seen.
Yeah,
but New England aren't going to go for a quarterback.
They struck with Josh Dobbs, and they were giving teams fits with Kyler Murray. It was so funny.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. Basically, Arizona, because they knew where they're at as an organization, they basically hired like the most talented 35-year-old coaches, like every single one of them in the NFL, and it's panning out.
Who is Arizona's 4 wins against?
Dallas, Philadelphia, which is hilarious. For those to be the first. Oh, Pittsburgh.
No, Dallas. Yeah, Dallas, Philly, Pittsburgh, and Atlanta.
Ooh.
So 3 playoff teams and the Falcons, who are technically in playoff contention until the last week.
Yep.
You could say like,
but they got 3 of their wins once Kyler Murray came back. They were 1-8.
You could say they got teams 3 to 6.
They were 1-7 when he got back, and they went 3-6 with him.
You can easily see them being traded.
But they lost against Seattle at the very end on the last week.
I just don't see Patriots. I don't see Patriots going for a quarterback.
So, Surfer, it's interesting you say that. I think with the Patriots, like depending on who their offensive coordinator is, the guy you take at 3 might not fit what they want to do, and I think that puts them at an interesting.
Who's the head coach now? Who's the head coach?
Gerard Mayo.
Huh?
Gerard Mayo. Linebacker for him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they worked it into his contract last year because Philadelphia was trying to hire him as their defensive coordinator, and they essentially put in his contract that whenever Belichick is gone, like you're just next up. So he's going to be the youngest coach in the NFL, obviously ex-player for the Patriots. He's been on their defensive staff since he retired, so they went local. He also made a comment about like seeing color that obviously is a hilarious thing to do in Boston because like it's Boston, right? Yeah, so I think somebody, I don't know what the question was, but it was about whether you see color or not. He's like, I do see color because if you don't see racism. And like, again, Boston.
Yeah.
Boston's probably the we don't see color capital of the world.
Right, so Patriots may stay there. Arizona's tradable.
So people are penciling Arizona to take the best receiver in the draft because he's basically like one of the better receiver prospects we've seen in the last little while. He's like on Jamar Chase's level as a prospect. So people are saying that him to Arizona, very high likelihood. Obviously, receivers is not for everybody.
Are there 3 top quarterbacks in this class?
There's 2 for sure, and then there's number 3 is a question mark. But if number 3 doesn't go at like the 3rd pick, probably goes in the top 5 still.
Right. Okay. So the Chargers aren't okay. So the Chargers is probably the highest possible chance of trading.
You're talking about the LSU quarterback, right?
Yeah.
I could see somebody trading up to 3 to get him if New England doesn't get him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Depending on where you're trading from, of course. Like I could see Atlanta doing something like that if they just don't hire Belichick.
Exactly.
I just wonder because they're looking at Minnesota there, that's all. If they're looking, maybe Denver as well. What draft capital do they have exactly?
So my thing with Atlanta, right? Like they've interviewed Belichick twice now. Belichick hasn't interviewed anywhere else, and I think the Falcons have done a bunch of interviews. So I imagine their process like is at least some level of done. So like, what would the holdup be if it's gonna happen? I just can't.
Why do you need to interview Belichick twice?
That's why I don't know. Honestly, what the hell is even the interview? Like, is it not just him interviewing them?
Exactly. What is this?
Yo, I'm Belichick. I'm showing up in a 28-3 hoodie and like asking them all the questions.
I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Belichick is waiting until other dominoes start moving on these other teams.
Yeah.
because a lot of the people that are going to take jobs are still working on teams in the playoffs.
Yep. So I know, I'm sure, like, not that I
Is the
think.
commander's job open still?
Which one?
Is the commander's job
Yeah.
open?
Yeah.
Yep.
They just interviewed Bieniemy today. They've interviewed a bunch of guys.
Or does he want to go? No, that wouldn't. So,
I just think there's going to be a lot of dominoes that start moving very quickly once things actually start happening.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, people were waiting to see if Dallas job opens up. It's not. I'm sure
hilarious.
I'm sure there's question marks whether over
Belichick at the Cowboys would be something. I'll tell you.
Oh, him and Jerry Jones's beef would be amazing.
It would not happen. Jerry Jones would never hire a strong, opinionated coach.
Yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible. But hold on. At this point, though, what are the other jobs in the air? Because I know Philadelphia, it's not certain yet that he's coming back, but it's trending in that.
No, he just fired. He fired the defensive coordinator today.
Oh, did that happen today?
That just happened.
Oh, okay, true. That's probably an indication he's staying then.
Yes. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Damn.
Maybe.
Oh wait, I thought
it's waiting for the bag.
So I think at that point, then, like, the jobs, there are just 6 jobs, and I don't expect there to be 7.
No, I don't think anyone who's gonna get fired hasn't gotten fired yet.
Yeah.
All right, Buffalo, 3rd and long. Let's bust out another lateral play.
Hell yeah. Read option with Diggs, triple option with the lateral on the table. Let's get it.
Yep.
Oh my God, I hate it. I hate it. But yeah, so I think we got our first stop of the game. In terms of somebody not getting points. It's been fun so far. The ball has been moving up and down the field. First punt of the game. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's the big game, obviously. About 104 people have trickled in so far. I think a lot of you guys probably think that this stream might be streaming the game. Tough luck for you guys.
Yeah, you guys could all hold that.
For real, you guys thought the game would be showing? Nah, it's just 3 Chelsea fans.
Yeah,
you're right though. If Belichick goes to Atlanta, he's not going to want a rookie.
Nah, it's Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl time, like immediately. So right. It's not going to be Fields or a rookie.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd want to know how David Tepper feels if he goes to Atlanta, though.
Oh my God.
like he's gonna rage fire somebody.
There's nobody left to rage fire.
He'll find somebody. There's somebody on the social media team.
No, Peter, he'll hire someone and then rage fire.
There you go.
Here's a 1-day contract.
Nah, man. They traded DJ Moore and Caleb Williams for Bryce Young.
Oh, that's all good.
Oh man.
They kept Brian Burns against all odds for them to realize that if you keep a player against all odds, they're gonna ask for $35 million. Like, oh, you turned down multiple trades for me when teams offered you like 2 first-round picks?
Yep.
I need 35 right now. So yeah, opening line for the championship game. I saw it. It is 7 points for the Niners. I wonder what the opening odds would be if it was like Ravens Bills.
Probably three.
What'd you
Yeah.
say?
Probably three.
Interesting. What do you feel like it should be? What do you feel like it should be?
Saying it's a pick'em game kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, what do you think it should be?
I
I got like 4.5, 4.5, 5.
was gonna say like 4.5.
We'll need to see Bill's health bill after this game.
That's true.
They're down like a bajillion guys.
Yeah.
I know, but even I just want to see if they get anyone else from this game.
Yeah, like
Because we're okay, right? Just apart from we're down in the running backs because they're out.
thing is, like, the thing about losing running backs is you can always find more running backs.
Yeah. But
like, I think the Bills set the record probably for like signing most running backs off the street, like Latavius Murray, Leonard Fournette, Ty Johnson. I think there's more.
Hey man, we got Dalvin Cook.
For real. I was just gonna say, shout out the Ravens because they've been in that position too with all the injuries.
Oh yeah.
Did Dalvin play yesterday?
Yeah, he got like 8 carries for like 26 yards or whatever.
Nice.
He became the feature back when the game was like 3 scores. 2 scores,
Yeah.
3 scores. I was like, all right.
Yeah. I mean, just he adds to like the Central Florida contingent on that team.
You gotta have it.
You got one more guy who knows the lyrics to No Flockin'.
make it loud.
Well, damn.
Make it loud next week. That's all I ask with it.
Obviously it's a much bigger trip for Surfer, but Peter, like for this kind of a game, like would it ever interest you in going to that type of a game, or like would sitting at home
Nah, just because like logistically getting a flight to, like, funnily enough, I think Surfer and I are equally far away from M&T Bank Stadium.
That's hilarious.
Like, I know he's on the other side of the world technically, but like we're probably
8 hours.
Like the main difference, I guess, is just domestic travel versus international.
Yeah,
but I mean,
a couple hundred miles. Like,
yeah.
Would I ever go to this? No. No, I wouldn't say never. Just right now, I'm trying to hit a savings target as like a personal goal.
Right.
So like going to a playoff, an AFC Championship game is not really in the budget kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, I've got a mortgage to pay. So, yeah.
If the Ravens ever played like a road playoff game,
yeah,
against like, I don't know. I mean, shit, it would just be the fucking Bills and Chiefs, wouldn't it? Because like those are the other teams that are fucking good. Actually, yeah. That sucks. Yeah, I'm trying to like make up a scenario in my head where I can travel to see the Ravens in the playoffs. It's not really far away. That doesn't exist.
Yeah, because one of my boys asked me before this year, like, would you be down to go to an Eagles playoff game? And like, interestingly enough, like, didn't end up happening. But I mean, like, I remember saying, like, I actually don't think that would be fun for me, considering one, the cost, but also the stakes. Like, imagine spending that much money and then your team just like fucked it up.
Yeah, I have a problem with that too. Like, that's why I'd rather just go to a regular season game.
I like going to a regular season game against like a trash opponent. That's ideal to me.
If they ever do the London games, I might go to one. So,
well,
like next year, the Ravens play at SoFi against the Chargers again.
Harbaugh Bowl.
There's a pretty easy game to get to. They play at Houston against the Texans as well.
Yeah.
At Dallas against the Cowboys. And at Tampa. So, yeah, my only real chance to see them on the West Coast is the Chargers. Unless I want to go to Texas or Kansas City.
Yeah.
Which, spoiler alert, guys, I fucking don't really. Oh, the Chiefs scored a touchdown. What the hell?
Yep. Busted coverage. Oh, shit. They just panned to Jason Kelsey. That's hilarious.
Yeah, so I'm doing buzzballs with.
Yo, people from Ohio are hilarious people. Like, They have a running bit on the Pat McAfee show about people from Ohio. Like they don't even like say people from Ohio. They just say Ohio fucks. And like
Huh.
I actually don't know the context, but it does seem appropriate.
Yeah, fuck it. You know what? I gotta go on a rant real quick. It's not even really a rant because I'm not like emotionally charged up about it.
Right.
But there was a lot of legacy talk about quarterbacks in their mid 20s this week.
Yeah.
And I feel like people are letting Mahomes' early career success
Yeah.
dictate like how quarterbacks should be judged.
Yeah.
When really that's not like the historical trend. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like
Yeah.
Peyton Manning went one and done in each of his first three playoff appearances.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers won the one Super Bowl pretty early and then never got back to the Super Bowl.
Same record as McNabb in NFC championship games.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's not like honest discourse happening.
Yeah.
And I'm just so I don't know. Halftime of the game yesterday, it was a very interesting space because I was hearing like legacy talks about Lamar Jackson. I'm like, guys, if the Ravens don't win this year, like they'll be right back next year.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he's retiring.
Yeah. And even if they're not right back next year, like the year after, like having Lamar Jackson gives you opportunity. And the thing is like a lot of the quarterbacks of that we've seen during this time, Brady aside, guys are getting one to two. Like Peyton Manning got
Yes.
two, Drew Brees got one, Rodgers got one, Ben Roethlisberger got two, one like two Super Bowls. If you're not Brady, two Super Bowls is like you made it. You're literally just one guy has more than you from your era, right?
Yep.
So you have a lot of years, a lot of opportunities to get one to two, and like something I always heard growing up, like my dad always used to tell me, like quarterbacks hit their prime in the early 30s, right? That's the prime of a quarterback. It's different than any other position. And it's like people almost don't give quarterbacks the grace anymore to get better up to that point, right? And like it's obviously one thing to talk about the best guys in the sport, but it even applies to backup quarterbacks. Like look at guys like Geno Smith and Baker Mayfield, who had like obviously much lower lows than the best guys, but like time passed, they got better and they worked themselves into a position where, however good or bad you think they are, they're better than they were at their low points. And that applies to every quarterback. Like, look at a lot of the backup quarterbacks in the league. You got Blaine Gabbert that has a job still. You got guys like Matt Barkley, like Andy Dalton, players that have hit some pretty low lows at some point, but at the end of the day, you're going to continue to get better till your early 30s. That's the nature of that position. But we've just forgot that as a football community. Like Lamar is young. Lamar is going to continue to get better. Let's say the Ravens don't win a Super Bowl this year. Argument could be made they will only have better chances to win Super Bowls because their quarterback, in theory, should continue to get better. The same way Geno Smith and Baker Mayfield continued to get better. Like there's a opportunity for growth for a long time for quarterbacks, but we just act
Definitely.
like they're doomed and like they're fixed into whatever category you place them in. Like the first two times they go to the playoffs.
No, yeah, it's I don't get it, and I just
Yeah.
don't think the conversations come from like an honest place about any quarterback.
Yep.
Like I think it's weird to have Josh Allen legacy conversations or like Lamar legacy conversations or like Joe Burrow legacy conversation. Like it's just like guys, they're all like in their first half a dozen years of playing quarterback.
Yep.
Like give it time.
Yeah. Jared Goff is another example of a guy who just continued to get better into his early 30s. There's a very strong precedent for that. And like, I know people want to act like because quarterbacks are more mobile than ever, like their physical prime is going to be earlier than that. But we also just don't know that. Like, that's undefined yet. We're about to see. But I do think you got to give them the benefit of the doubt.
They have Joe Brady, the guy who worked at LSU with Burrow. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the few college coaches that had like Jordans and like a taper in his haircut, like
Yeah.
different kind of offensive coordinator. But yeah, he was I think the quarterback coach, and then they fired the play caller, gave him the reins, and he's doing well. I think he was on Carolina's staff last year.
Probably.
But
They
yeah,
fired everybody?
he's been highly rated for a while and just hasn't really stuck anywhere yet. And it looks like it finally worked out.
Damn. The Bills are in a tough spot, man. They're
Yeah.
trying to not give the Chiefs this ball back before halftime so they could like make the possessions like kind of even.
Yeah.
But the run game's not really doing work like it was in the first quarter. But to be clear, guys, I don't really care who wins this game. You're gonna have to beat a great quarterback either way.
I guess you're cheering for like triple overtime.
Yeah, but like also no, because like I gotta go do grocery shopping and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I honestly like. I felt like I used up so much emotional energy yesterday
Yeah.
that I kind of like look. Whatever happens, happens. It's just nice to watch games of like, my team is still in the tournament. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if the Super Bowl ends up for some reason being Baltimore Detroit, I feel like that would be such a funny situation where like we all know the outcome. It's just a matter of like showing up to see how it happens.
Oh yeah, I would absolutely take a Baltimore Detroit fucking Super Bowl, dude. That'd be so funny.
Hey, Jared Goff against Lamar Jackson. Jared Goff's second Super Bowl.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. Odell might have 2 rings after like all the injuries he's been through.
After just a hilarious career of just
Yeah. He has such a segmented career. Like he has his like elite time period of where just he was one of the better receivers in the sport. Then he has his like injury plague not good period, and then he has like the weird Baker Mayfield time, and then like also now the Super Bowl time of his career. Like just talk about a career with distinctly different eras. Oh boy. That guy's good. That is a good football player.
I'm about to watch. Oh God, what a catch!
Yep. A good route concept against that defense, like whether that happened accidentally or on purpose, that is like the perfect route to run against that zone.
Jesus, what a catch!
Well, the clock is running, and the
That's a good
Bills. Oh shit, bro! This guy is built different. All right, this replay. I look forward to seeing what the hell he was seeing, bro. Bro.
My God.
You see why he turns the ball over a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like I've never watched a quarterback and got the same feeling I get when like I watch a midfielder who just like waits till the very last moment to make a decision with the ball.
Oh, it's the best.
It's amazing.
Is he the only one who runs and still passes like that?
It feels like he's the best at making those split-second decisions and like executing whatever he's doing at the very last second. Because I don't know if you guys remember that play when these two teams played the first time in the regular season, where he was like literally inches away from the sidelines
Right.
and just got it off. Like it just feels like he's very good at actually understanding exactly how much time and space he has.
Mm-hmm.
Russell never comes. He hardly ever comes away getting hit as well, even a late one.
And like even when he does actually take contact, like it usually ends up being even. Like, you know, like it feels like him and the defender both kind of equally get the brunt of it. But yeah, it's interesting because he achieves like I guess hits not being that big of a deal through that way, and then Lamar's way of doing it is just I'm just going to be such a supreme athlete. You're going to have a very hard time.
There he goes again.
Getting a good hit
What
on.
a run!
Yeah, like you're gonna basically always barely tackle me.
How do you not have it? They know he runs. I just don't understand how they don't set up for that.
I think he's like bigger and quicker than people think.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing with Josh Allen, right? It's like you see what you see when you look at him, but like there's a whole lot of Cam Newton going on with his game.
Oh, Josh Allen plays more like Cam than people think Lamar plays like Cam.
100%, bro. Lamar and Cam is actually just like it's very lazy. Josh Allen, Cam is the one.
Josh Allen is white Cam Newton, dude.
Facts.
But you tell like Pocket Passer Twitter this, and they will not believe you.
Yep.
I'm like, I don't know what games you be watching, bro.
For real.
It's completely fine to be white Cam Newton, by the way. That's not an insult.
It's a great thing. It's like, it's
if
phenomenal.
you can have a white Cam Newton, I would suggest it.
Yes, if you can get somebody who you compare to an MVP, take that opportunity.
I don't get why the Chiefs are not calling timeouts here. Okay, they're calling timeouts, I'm assuming. There you go. Yeah, if you can run the ball for like 4 or 5 yards on first down and you don't take like vicious hits because of it,
yeah,
consistently, and you don't fumble,
yeah,
you absolutely should do it.
Yeah,
I think you should do that like almost every first down, even.
Right.
I understand wanting to take deep shots and stuff and surprise people. I get it. But like if you can just get 4 or 5 yards a carry on just a basic dive play or basic trap scheme,
yeah,
or like any sort of RPO, like you just do it. It just makes it makes the game so much easier.
Yep.
Forces people to load the box, forces them to make decisions.
Yep.
Keeps the clock running, keeps you just in control of the game.
It makes getting big plays easier.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, right? Ironically, like a lot of people would think running the ball for 4 or 5 yards is not about big plays, but it actually is.
No, that's why you do it. If teams see that you have to do it, they got to put 8 people in the box, and now you have single coverage on the outside.
Exactly.
That guy dropped. That was a little classic.
Oh, wow.
He dropped it.
Yeah,
he dropped it, man.
Shit. Well, we're gonna need a replay of this.
Oh, that's in the basket, man.
Dude, I think he caught that. That is wild. I gotta see a replay because they cut the video short. I think when we needed to see where the ball was, but
that is a catch. That's absolutely a catch.
It's a hell of a catch by Khalil.
That wouldn't have been a catch 10 years ago, but that's a catch now.
Yeah.
Was that Stephon Diggs?
No, that's Khalil Shakir.
That's one of the best catches I've ever seen.
Wow.
In this moment, that's a huge play to make as a random guy.
That's one of the best catches I've ever seen.
Bro, what a play.
That's like an Edelman catch.
I was just going to say that reminds me of Edelman against the Falcons in the Super Bowl. But like, look at the contrast one play to another. You got like a terrible drop followed by an amazing catch.
Yep. And the best thing about this is they're probably getting a first down for this.
Yeah.
So now they can try and run the ball.
Yeah.
Now the Chiefs, in theory, shouldn't get the ball back whatsoever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they got two timeouts as well. So
The Chiefs used their second one here too. So even if you score here, 27 seconds and one timeout for the Chiefs?
I'll be honest. If I'm the Bills, I'm fucking smashing it down the middle twice.
Oh,
And then we're getting creative. But this is me. I believe in real football. Yep.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah, it's so funny, man.
I'm telling you. There's White Cam Newton. There he goes.
It's White Cam Newton, and it's what the college football crowd imagined Tim Tebow was is what Josh Allen actually is.
Yep.
They didn't even try and burn any time, man. They just
No, it was literally just like Josh
Allen.
Allen.
Kansas City tries to do anything with this, but that's a great drive by them.
Bro, that play was
time again.
That play was just Josh Allen bludgeoned the middle of the Chiefs defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. However you can get 2 or 3 yards, whatever you need, like when you need it, this is how you got to do it.
As long as it's not a defensive tackle, truck anybody in your way, and even if it's a defensive tackle, maybe truck them too.
That's true. Josh Allen is he's like 6'5", like 250, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lamar's not like that heavy or that tall.
Yeah.
12 plays, 3 minutes. It seemed longer than 3 minutes, man.
For real.
Oh, in real time, it was like 15.
With the 2 timeouts Kansas City took in the 2-minute warning, yeah. Well, Kansas City's first drive of the second half will be very telling, and I look forward to it.
They get the ball.
Yeah.
That'll be something.
So there's been 1 punt in this game. How many punts do we think are going to happen in the second half?
4.
4. Interesting. I was going to say 2. Surfer, what about you?
I'll go 3.
Okay. We got 2, 3, and 4. Interesting.
I don't actually think Josh Allen moves better than Cam at all. Like Cam, before he started getting fucked up with the injuries, was like fucking super fast, dude.
I think Cam's got the edge in straight line speed. There's something Josh Allen does, and I'm going to try to find the words for it, but Cam definitely has straight line speed.
Josh Allen is better at avoiding contact in general.
Yeah.
Also, the game is kind of refereed differently than a decade ago.
I would say Cam's more like sometimes a more strategic runner. Whereas like Josh Allen will just bulldoze his way through.
I think the big thing Josh Allen does is I just feel like he makes those split second decisions a lot more often. I don't remember Cam making a lot of plays where he's running right at the line of scrimmage, and just before he crosses the line of scrimmage, I'm going to flick this ball to somebody. Granted, also, Cam I would say he had pretty bad weapons for the most of his career. Kelvin Benjamin and Greg Olsen being some of your best weapons is a shame.
Almost definitely.
But yeah, shout out Dominique. Oh, geez, that's a wild picture. But yo, shout out to you. Hope you're enjoying the game.
Oh man, let's go.
We got the short kickoff to Kansas City, and the kickoff returner runs it back to the 35.
That's a dumb idea from Buffalo.
That did not work. Whatever they were trying to do.
Don't know why they would do that.
Yep.
Yeah, because now they got 20 seconds. A timeout can probably run 2 plays. They get 25 yards. You kick that bitch. Why not?
Yep. You got 19 seconds, which you could say is probably like 4 plays. You got 1 timeout, so you got
I'm assuming like 2 completions.
You got like, I guess 4 shots at 2 completions. You got 1, brother. What the fuck did I just watch? All right, whatever. None of what we said matters anymore.
All right. All right, that's very interesting.
Dog, I'm thinking like let's take a shot, maybe 15 yards in the middle of the field. Let's look for like a soft area in that part of the field. No, let's throw screen plays to power backs.
Very interesting.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. The penalties on Kansas City. They just had the camera on Von Miller, so in my head I was like, did he rough the passer? But nah. 2 penalties on Kansas City, so they got 2 10-yard penalties on a play where they got minus like 3 yards as is. That play was a disaster. That probably wipes away Buffalo's horrible short kick idea. "15 seconds left to go in the half, and the Chiefs are kneeling down. So that happened quickly. We got some pushing between the players going on before halftime. Good old playoff football. Guy without a helmet in the middle of it all. I don't know how he lost his helmet. He's also interesting.
All right, fellas, I'm off to play some clubs. I'll be on.
All right, good luck, bro. Don't turn the ball over too much.
I'll try not to. See you guys.
Take it easy. But yeah, you got Kelsey and Josh Allen running down the tunnel together.
That's cute.
The lateral boys. But yeah, I remember what's it called? Travis Kelsey. A clip from the podcast came out where when he used to play quarterback in high school, he used to call himself the White Mike Vick, which I think is hilarious to think about. But we got the White Mike Vick and the White Cam Newton going down the tunnel together. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what coverage this is, but first thing they're showing is that 3rd and 17 lateral that got them to 4th and 1, which got them in sneak territory. And like the fact that they were able to, they only got 3 points off this drive. It's also a 4-point game right now. If they win this game, that is just a huge play.
Oh, definitely.
And again, so like the Bills, 2 touchdowns, 2 red zone, basically inside the 5-yard line touchdown runs from Josh Allen. I remember like rookie year, I hadn't watched that much Bills. I was talking to my friend that did, and he was just like, yeah, Josh Allen's the goal line back. And at that time, like your quarterback being your goal line back was not obvious. Like Cam Newton is the only person you could think of, but even Cam Newton had running backs, so it wasn't this. It wasn't like this. But with the state of Buffalo's running backs, bro, Josh Allen is legitimately the goal line back.
Hey man, whatever's necessary.
Some teams have Gus Edwards. Some teams have Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna step away and I'll be right back, people.
Big up. Sorry guys, I'll hold it down. But yeah, guys, at halftime, Bills are up 17-13. Josh Allen be looking like white Cam Newton, but it works. So you take it. You play for wins at this point in the season. However, you got to get them. So shout out to you guys. It's been a dope journey with you guys for the inaugural season of the In Motion Football YouTube channel. We'll probably be here next week at some point, I would guess. Probably get some off-season content. I'm not going to commit to a Super Bowl watch-along because I'll probably be at a social event, hoping the Ravens will be in that so I can watch that through, like, my half-covered eyes, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, it's been a good first half. I would say this has been the best played game this weekend. being as unbiased as I can. I think we've got like a pretty even matchup. We've got like X factor kind of players at quarterback on each team. We've not really had like stupid plays. It's been a pretty clean play. You haven't had any like missed field goals. I mean, there's a busted coverage for the Chiefs touchdown, but whatever. Like they might have just methodically worked that down the rest of the field and scored anyways. Who knows? But yeah, we're halfway to the end of this game and the end of divisional weekend. So if anybody has any questions or anybody has anything they want to talk about, any strongly held opinions based off what we've seen in the playoffs so far, anything they want to get off their chests, the chat is the place for that. But I do find it interesting how home teams in the playoffs this year are 6-1, and the Bills are currently leading in this game. There's probably been a playoffs where things have mostly gone that way, but off the top of my head, I don't remember one. But if anybody can think of a season off the top of their head, then yeah, take it. And yeah, that was the Bills' first stop, but that's the advantage of like running the ball and shortening the game. If they can just keep the Chiefs out of the end zone, in theory, they like should win, which sounds very simple. But yeah, it's not really about the yards you give up, it's about like where and when you give them up. Like 5-6 minute drives to give up 3 points for Buffalo, I think is a win. Like if you told them the Chiefs would get some field goals in the next half and lose like 23-22 or some shit, they obviously take it. But I mean, the Chiefs get the ball coming out of halftime, so I expect Andy Reid and the rest of them to drop something. Well, we will see. We will certainly see. I will say it is nice to watch football after your team has already won. Oh man, yeah, I've seen Jason Kelsey with his shirt off, crushing beers. I don't blame him. Congrats on a successful career. The Suns. I'm gonna be honest. I've watched maybe a half a dozen full Suns games front to back this season. I'm kind of like a one sports at a time person, especially like when teams are good. So I'll probably turn to the Suns more with like All-Star weekend and really watching, but I know they're about to start playing against the Pacers. They've won 9 of their last 12, so that's good. I expect them to win this home back-to-back against the Pacers with no Halliburton and the Bulls tomorrow. But yeah, the Suns were kind of like in 8th or 9th for a large portion of this first half of the season. So I'm expecting them to string some wins together to kind of shoot up the standings. But yeah, they got a big road trip coming up. They got like a 7-game road trip. Play like at Dallas, at Brooklyn, at Orlando, at Miami, Washington, Pacers as well. I'm missing some other teams. There's probably the Knicks in there. Some shit like that. No, we already played the Knicks. I'm lying. But yeah. I guess they've been playing better the last couple of weeks. It's dope to see BLKD and Booker actually playing together. Like that's cool. But no, I'm not. I haven't like watched as closely. I might watch the second half or fourth quarter once this game ends. But I'll be honest, I probably won't. But I'll say I'll probably tune in tomorrow while I'm cooking, keep like an eye on it. I just can't emotionally invest in an NBA season to sit down and watch all the games with like the Suns at this point until about like the All-Star break when I'm kind of clear on like other sports.
Are you talking about like the rotation?
I'm kind of like a one sport at a time kind of guy,
Ah, okay.
where I like avidly like root and like emotionally invest. Like
Yeah,
I watch Chelsea like very objectively now.
yeah.
Like once football's over or once the Ravens are out, I'll care about the Suns.
Right.
And then like once the Suns are out, I'll really care about the Orioles. But like honestly, the Orioles are probably my best team outside the Ravens right now.
Right.
So I'm probably locked in from day one. Like I think I watched 100 Orioles games front to back last year.
Yeah, I remember you were saying the early starts, like it works well with work.
Yeah, my work schedule now I get off at 4:30, and they kind of changed they went to even earlier starts. Like their weekday home games are gonna first pitch at 6:35 Eastern.
Jeez.
They're trying to get people to like come to the games by having earlier games, and then the Friday home games will be at 7:05 Eastern. The Saturday home games will be at 4:15 Eastern, and the Sunday ones will be at like 1:30 or whatever.
Yeah.
They just like move the start times up a little bit. But yeah, I get off at 4:30 now, so the games will actually start while I'm at work. So I'll probably just listen at my desk and shit. I do have MLB.TV on my work phone,
Yeah.
so I'll be watching games during the day. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, guys, second half's about to start. KC with the ball, big drive. That was a big touchdown for Buffalo to end the half. Huge to kind of take all the time as well. So,
Bunch of fine margins things happened in Buffalo's favor in that first half,
mm-hmm,
which is what you need to win playoff games.
mm-hmm.
Like Stephon Diggs doesn't make that catch and Josh Allen doesn't make that lateral. Does the game look like right now?
Or Shakir doesn't make that catch.
Oh, better example than like both the things I just said.
Yeah. And like all those things, and it's a 4-point game, and KC has the ball. Like Buffalo might touch the ball next, down 3. We don't know.
Oh yeah.
A very, very even game. Knowing what you know about the first half, what do you think the final score is going to be?
Let's say I got 30-27 Buffalo.
I'm going to say 27-24 Kansas City.
Interesting.
I feel like a lot of marginal things have gone Buffalo's way.
Yeah.
Typically in a game, over the course of the game, like there is swings with like marginal events.
Right.
And I just think that will swing. Like, I think I'll say this 27-24, and Josh Allen throws a confusing pick at an inopportune time.
Got it.
But again, guys, I don't really care who wins, but I'm happy to be wrong. But I was saying when you were gone, have you ever seen? There's been postseasons where like all the home teams have won?
Not that I remember.
Is this like one of the most lopsided in terms of home road postseasons in terms of win loss we've seen in a while?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to look it up. I don't know like who has that stat readily available, but I'm
Like
sure it's
home
up there.
teams were 5-1 last week. They're 3-0 this week. They're up in this game. It's about to be 9-1 if the Bills win. When did they expand to 12 teams? Well, they've been at 12 teams for forever.
Yeah.
Let's just go from 2000. That's when the Ravens won. So there's a couple road wins in that one. Tell you that one right now. There was only 2 that year. They were both by Baltimore, funnily enough.
Damn.
So, yeah, road teams were 2 and 8. Yeah, 2 and 8. Crazy in 2000.
Yeah, there's a couple years where like one team would have got more than 2. Like the Giants, the 2 years the Giants won, and the year the Packers won the Super Bowl. Those teams did more than 2 on their own.
2001, there was 3 road wins out of 10, so 3 and 7.
I think we're entering a time period where like the Eagles lost a home NFC championship game like every year. So like I think those years probably not 2.
2002, there was all home wins in the AFC and then 2 road wins in the NFC. Tampa made it and beat Oakland. That's right, Tampa beat the Eagles. So 2 and 8, 2 and 8, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 2 and 8. I'm going to spend so much time looking this up now. I'm so interested in this.
From what you're telling me, though, it really seems like just generally home teams, like the record is a lot more stellar than I thought.
Yeah, I didn't realize this. Maybe just because I was assumed since the Ravens were winning on the road in the playoffs, everybody did.
Yeah. It's always felt like NFL playoff games were a little bit more uncertain than like most sports' playoff games, but I guess not.
Yeah.
I guess that was my imagination.
2004, Carolina won 2 road games. Tennessee beat us, and then Indy beat KC.
Yeah.
That's 4 and 6 are the road teams. 2005. The Jets beat the Chargers. I remember watching that. The Patriots beat Pittsburgh in the AFC Championship at Heinz Field. I remember that. St. Louis beat Seattle. Minnesota beat Green Bay at Lambeau. So they were 4 and 6 that year as well.
Oh my God. But I just saw something I've never seen before this year.
I'm about to watch it. I'm locked back in. I'll get back to my research in a little bit. Oh wow.
Bro, that's a Chiefs receiver making a catch on like a 20-80 ball.
Oh my God.
That's not supposed to happen. Now, remember you were saying like I don't think they learned to catch like over a week, bro.
I was wrong.
I did for right now.
I hold my hands up. I was wrong. Back to the research, guys. 05 NFL season. Carolina, 2 road wins. Real men. Washington won a road game. Seattle ended up in the Super Bowl anyways. Very funny. Pittsburgh won 3 road games.
Oh, yeah. They did that year.
Yeah, the 2005, the road teams were 5 and 5.
Oh, yeah. Ben Roethlisberger tripped somebody on what could have been a fumble for return for a touchdown. Jerome Bettis' last year.
Yep. Next year, the AFC, we have 2 road wins. In the NFC, we had 0.
Yo, for real. Chiefs Black Magic activated.
Hey, man. It's time.
For real. They went back to the locker room, started blasting some Taylor Swift, and said, boys, it's time.
We're not going out like this.
Facts. We're not going out in front of Big T.
No. Oh, the next year the Giants won 3 road games, so that kind of shoots that theory in the face.
Yo, Peter.
And Jacksonville David Garrard beat the Steelers. I remember this.
Peter, the Chiefs have 6 20-plus yard plays. The Bills have none.
That's like not how I thought this game would go.
For real. It just like I feel like I've felt the fact that that's happened, but I haven't like identified it. But that, yeah, The Bills have not had explosive plays. They've pieced together drives. The Chiefs have like regularly more like they've got chop plays.
I knew there'd be some obscure stat for justifying my somewhat random halftime prediction.
Yeah.
I didn't know this, but now that I know this, I feel even smarter.
That's a crazy big play disparity.
Oh, that
Yards
guy
per play. Yards per play. 9.3 for the Chiefs, 5.7 for the Bills. Sustaining long drives consistently is very difficult because it just takes one play to mess things up. Just takes one holding penalty.
They were 4-6 in 08, the road teams. And then here's us winning 2 games as a 6 seed. I remember this. Good times. Good times, baby. Philly won 2 games as a 6 seed as well.
They lost to the Cardinals in the NFC Championship game that year?
Yep. Road teams are 4-6 that year. Yeah, the most I've seen road teams be in the playoffs is 500. Like in a single playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay, 2010, everything went chalk in the NFC, but the Jets made it. Oh, and then we won a game as well. So 3-7 for the road teams in 2010.
Yeah.
This is when we were just winning like a road game every year. Fuck,
so I guess like it's pretty interesting that you guys were consistently good in the playoffs, but like consistently Pittsburgh was better in the regular season, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Because like
the first 4 years of Flacco, we didn't win a division.
Yeah, when I saw the stat of the Flacco road playoff wins in my head, I was like, I didn't realize that it was like that with the road.
Yeah,
games.
we were on the road. Like we didn't get a home game until 2012 when we won the division. His first 3 years we were on the road, and then we got a home game because we were the 2 seed. We played TJ Yates.
Right.
Texans. So this next year, the Jets made the AFC Championship, and we beat Kansas City, and then Green Bay. Oh my God, we have a winning record for road teams.
6-4
in 2010 and 2011. Yeah, Green Bay won 3 because they went to the Super Bowl as a 6.
Yeah,
the Jets went to the AFC Championship as a 6, and we beat Kansas City.
Damn.
We have a winning record for the road teams in 1 playoffs.
Yeah.
So far, out of the 12 I've checked. Mind you guys, I've only checked from like 2000. So like there could be some out there that I just don't know about.
I kind of feel like that's the only shit that matters.
I had to take a starting point.
Yeah. Like when it comes to modern football, like I think for a lot of reasons, a lot of stuff from like the 80s and the 90s is almost like not relatable to what we do right now.
Yeah. The AFC in 2011, 2012 went completely chalk.
Yeah.
The Giants won 2 road games to get to the Super Bowl and win it. So the road teams were 2-8.
Yeah. Wait, they had a home game?
Yeah, they beat the Falcons 24-2.
Oh.
They won the NFC East.
Oh, 24-2. I remember. You got a bum-ass safety, and that's it.
Yep. And then 2012-13, I know we have 2 road wins.
Yeah.
Seattle won 1 as well because RG3's knee exploded.
Right.
So that's 3. Yep, that's 3. And then San Francisco beat Atlanta in the AFC and the NFC championships. That's 4-6.
Jeez.
So we're in like the 14th year, and we have 1 winning record for the road team, and we have 2 even seasons. But then we have Kaepernick winning 2 road games. We have New Orleans beating Philly somehow. That happened.
Yeah, Drew Brees.
2014.
Yeah, Drew Brees beat Nick Foles.
Okay. Indy with that crazy comeback.
Yeah.
San Diego beat Cincinnati. I remember that.
Yeah.
So that's another 4-win season for the road teams.
Bro, you just reminded me that Chip Kelly lost that playoff game, man. Fuck that guy.
Jesus.
But yeah.
And then 2015, we won a road game against Pittsburgh. Then we lost to New England on their stupid double pass bullshit.
Yeah.
Indy beat Denver. Randomly, Andrew Luck just dropped dick off on Peyton Manning.
Actually, though.
And Indy got like crazy sacrificed.
Yeah.
There's only 2 road wins that playoffs. And then the Dez didn't catch it game. That was funny as fuck. This is such an interesting. Did the Chiefs actually score?
Yeah, they did. Kelsey just barely got in. They did not pivot to Jason though, so maybe he wasn't wilding. But I feel like based on what you're saying, it feels like there's like a 70% win rate for the home teams as on the whole, because there were a lot of 8-2 years.
I feel like that's pretty accurate. 15-16, Green Bay beat Washington.
Yeah.
Seattle beat Minnesota because Blair Walsh blew that kick.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
rest
I
of the
remember.
NFC went chalk. KC beat Houston 30-0. That's hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
And then Pittsburgh beat Cincinnati. So we had 4 road wins on Wild Card weekend, and then we had 4 home wins on Divisional weekend, and then home wins and championship weekend.
Jeez.
That is hilarious. They started out 4-0 and lost their next 6. Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus. This is actually giving me something to do. This is fantastic.
Yeah,
I
this
should
seems
be a researcher stat guy.
yeah, this seems like good research to do as a team that's hosting a championship game. Like, home
we've
team.
also never done that before, which is very random. But the
Ah.
Matt Moore playoff game, I fucking found it. And the Connor Cook weekend as well. 2016 season. We are back, baby.
Oh, the Matt Moore playoff game.
Dallas?
That's Dolphins Steelers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, random story about that. I know a father-son duo that's a Dolphins fan and a Steelers fan that went to that game, and
They were 2-8 this season. Road teams, by the way.
watching a quarterback get executed in front of you,
That's got to be tough to watch.
that must not have been like a bonding experience.
Yeah, I didn't realize the Dolphins haven't won a playoff game since 2001.
Yeah, I think they have the streak now after the Bills. Oh, sorry, after the Lions.
That's crazy. Oh, the 2017-18. I remember Julio Jones going crazy on the Rams.
Oh, yo, Peter. I remember we had the conversation during like a watch long and maybe like week 4 about how like quietly Pittsburgh has one of the longer playoff win droughts. Yeah, we looked at it, right? Like Detroit broke it. Miami's probably going to break it at some point, you would think.
Road teams are 3-7 in 2017.
Yeah, it feels like that 70% is pretty strong.
But yeah, Pittsburgh's definitely up there.
Yeah, Pittsburgh, it just got extended, and it feels like it's going to continue to get extended unless they figure the quarterback position out.
Especially in the AFC where it's at now.
Yep. Especially considering that they seem to just not like coordinators from outside of the franchise.
Yeah. Oh, there's 5 road wins in 2018.
Eagles beat the Bears. Shout
Eagles
out
beat the Bears.
the kicker.
Chargers beat us because Lamar was a rookie.
Yeah.
We beat Houston because I don't fucking know why, to be honest. And then the Rams beat New Orleans.
Yep.
And then
Shout out the referees
against Kansas City. So we found 3 even seasons with the road teams and 1 season where the road teams actually like won.
Yeah. So I guess the record you have is 6 there, right? Like 6 road wins?
Yeah, the most road wins road teams ever had in the playoffs is 6.
And you haven't ventured into the 14-team years yet, right?
No, I'm at 2020 now.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna get there because like 6 will probably get broken one day, but also at the same time, maybe not.
Seattle beat Philly.
Yeah.
Minnesota beat New Orleans. Tennessee beat New England.
Yeah.
Tennessee beat us.
Right.
That's 4. Damn. So 4 and 6 in the last year of the non-expanded playoffs.
Yeah.
Now we're going into expanded playoffs. We're in this bitch. We beat the Titans. Cleveland beat Pittsburgh, so that's 2. Tampa. Oh, we got a Tampa in the Super Bowl, and the Rams beat Seattle. So that's 6 and 6, 6 and 5. No, 6 and 6. Damn it! That's another even year.
Damn.
6-6, another even year.
Even year, but also it ties that mark of 6.
That's true. And then 21-22 playoffs. Let's look this bitch up. San Fran beat Dallas. San Fran won 2 games. The
Yep.
Rams beat Tampa. So that's 3 road wins in the NFC.
Yeah.
Cincy won 2 games. So that's 5-7.
Okay.
And then this last year, I think Cincy beat Buffalo. That's 1 in the AFC. Dallas beat Tampa technically. The Giants beat Minnesota, so that's 3. They were 3-9 last year. Then this year they're 1-9 or 1-8 so far.
Damn. The road teams had a stellar start to this format, and then the home teams just took over.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit. Well, yeah, since 2000, the road teams have had a non-losing collective season in the playoffs 4 times out of 24.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I learned this while we were live. It's tough.
Because I hear a lot of talk about how like rest could be a bad thing for teams and they'll turn into like rust and stuff. And I'm just thinking like I don't feel like that's historically the trend.
It's not the trend. It's just that people look at performances which actually don't matter. So like, who cares?
Yeah, like I'm super confused. Like oh, like I had somebody ask me like a couple days ago, "Are you scared of the Ravens of the 1 seed?" I'm like, "Why would that scare me?"
Hell no, bro. There's no precedent for that. Again, people just like, people talk about ugly wins a lot in the regular season, but like any conversation about that in the playoffs is stupid.
Oh, I agree. Every week's a new season. It's a different game. Things don't carry over how everybody assumes they would.
Bro, 1 week of rest at the end of a football season, especially a 17-game one, is vital. And I know, like, actually, my dad had me look into this. Since we've gone to the 1 bye-week playoff format, basically half the Super Bowl teams the teams that made it to the Super Bowl were 1 seeds. Like, so if you're a 1 seed, you basically have a 50-50 shot at being in the Super Bowl.
Well, who was in the Super Bowl last year? Both 1 seeds, right?
Yeah.
Both 1 seeds are in the championship games this year.
Yeah.
The year before, we had neither 1 seed because the Cowboys lost and the Bengals beat the Titans.
Yeah.
And that was and then the first year of the format, we had Kansas City versus San Fran.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I remember it being 3 1 seeds, a 5 seed, a 4 seed, and like a 2 seed or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. If you get the 1 seed, that's half the battle to getting to the Super Bowl.
Oh, Green Bay was the 1 seed the first year of the expanded playoffs in the NFC, and San Fran beat them.
Yeah. And then I think that was no, never mind. That's it.
Tennessee who was the 1 seed.
Yeah.
But that was the year that a bunch of the road teams were winning in this first year of the expanded format.
Yeah.
We had no 1 seeds the first year. We had 1 the next year, right?
Yeah.
No, we had 2 the next. No, I skipped a season. We had Rams, Bengals. Neither of them were 1 seeds. No, that was the first year I found. I'm so confused. Is this the 3rd year of this expanded format?
It's the 4th year,
right?
I believe. It's the 4th year.
Is it? No, it's not. It's the 3rd year.
Let me see.
No, you're correct. No, I think you might be right. No, you're right.
Yeah, so basically in the first year of the format, which it was the you said that's the Green Bay 1 seed year?
I think so.
Yeah, so we got a 1 seed and a 5 seed in the Super Bowl in the first year, right?
Mhm.
Second year, we got
2 4s, right?
2 4s, right? So that's one seed and 3 non-1 seeds. And then the third year was the 2 1 seeds. So it's 3 and
Yeah,
3.
like statistically, we have 2 1 seeds hosting championship games next weekend.
Yeah.
Odds that both are going to lose are not super high.
Yeah, at worst the trend stays 50-50. At
Yeah.
worst. I do find it interesting though that it's like 1-1-1 and then 4-4-5, right? Like if you're a 2 seed or a 3 seed, just go home.
Yeah, I think that's funny.
It's funny. It's obviously like it's a really small sample size. It'll even out, but I do think the trend will persist. That if you're the only team getting a bye week, we can't magically like paint that to be a bad thing.
No, and like the thing with the Ravens is they haven't played a road game since San Francisco.
Yeah,
To end the season, they
right.
played the Dolphins and the Steelers at home.
Lots of home cooking.
Like they got home the day after Christmas,
Yeah,
and they won't have to leave ideally until like Super Bowl week.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's like 6 weeks at home. Almost 6 weeks. That's dope.
No airplane time.
Yeah, I don't, if you don't need it, don't take it.
Yep.
Buffalo had to burn a timeout. I think that could be big later in the game potentially, but we'll see.
Yep.
You know what? Let me extend my playoff research.
Joel, I think it'd be really interesting to see how this season would have gone for Buffalo had they not fired that guy, because neither of the two things you identified were the case before they fired that coach. Dorsey, you are a criminal.
I've gone back to 1990 and started from the 90s.
Now I'm thinking, when did they make it a 12-team format? Also, Josh Allen's wrist is covered in blood. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Huh. Josh Allen rolls right, chucks it into the stands.
1990 is when it expanded.
Okay, so you actually picked the right year.
Yeah.
So the 1990 they went to 12 teams. 2020 they went to 14 teams. So that means like logically 2050 they go to like 16 teams.
There's no reason to expand.
If they do to add more playoff revenue, man.
Nah, man, because then there's no real like incentive. Making a 1 seed play on wild card weekend is crazy.
I feel like they'd only do that if they expand.
In 1990, you had two road wins out of 10 games.
Yeah.
In 91, you had
So
2 in the NFC and none in the AFC, so they were 2-8 again.
So very soon after taking that timeout, the Bills catch a delay of game before 3rd and goal. Things are kind of unraveling from that standpoint, and the coach is pissed at the refs. I don't know what's going on, but they're consulting the rules analyst on the broadcast team. It is 3rd and goal for the Bills at the 13th, though. So this is bad. This is #bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we had an even year, 92-93. We had 5-5.
Oh. Bro. Hang number 10's jersey in the rafters. Hang Khalil Shakir's jersey in the rafters right now. The hell did I just watch?
Jesus Christ, what a catch.
Bro, this guy just said, you know what? For today, I'm Julian Edelman. I'm going to make every big catch that the quarterback needs me to make.
He said, I'm Stephon Diggs.
He's like, I'm about to go Super Saiyan Cole Beasley with this 10 on me.
And then in 93-94, the road teams were 2-8.
Hey, time to shine. If you guys lose, it's Khalil Shakir's fault.
100%. Guy's balling.
So 3:20 left. Still no punts in the second half. One punt in this game so far. The catch was amazing, but the angle I just saw the throw, that throw was ridiculous too.
94-95, they were 2-8 again.
Josh Allen, I'm sorry I ever hated.
95-96, they were 3-7. '90, 96, 97, they were 3-7. '97, '98, they were 4-6. That's not bad.
Absolutely time to shine. The way the game is going, it's really about who gets the last possession. So clock management down the stretch is going to be really big. I think both these teams, I mean, so for that kind of a game, having blown a timeout there is bad. Bro, 3rd and 17, couldn't get off the field in the first drive. 3rd and goal from the 13th, couldn't keep them out of the end zone. I think there was another instance. I think the Stephon Diggs catch was on like 2nd and 13. Like I said, the Bills have been having a lot of really fine margins things go their way.
The year Miami won their last playoff game, I think,
Yeah.
was 2001, right? Yeah, 2001. They lost 27-0 to Oakland in the next round.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the 90s, the best the road teams did in a single season was 4-6. I saw a lot of 3-7s and 2-8s. So this like 70% clip is kind of holding up, it seems.
We can't use up nearly as much clock as they can as well. Yeah, true. So it's a game with about 18 minutes to go, and I'm gonna quickly look at like what the average drive times have been. So for Buffalo, you got an 8-minute drive, a 6-minute drive, a couple 3-minute drives, and a 7-minute drive. So you're looking at drives that probably average out to around 6 minutes. For the Chiefs, you got a 3-minute drive. Chiefs drives average out at 3 minutes. So if you're looking at that means there's 4 possessions left in this game if the drives go as expected, and that leaves Buffalo with the ball last. So the Chiefs kind of do have to do something to skew that. They need either a very quick drive or one that takes up a bunch of clock.
They run the ball on first down, so we'll see.
That's a start. Quick first down for Kansas City. Probably Travis Kelce's best game of the year so far.
Definitely one of them.
Yeah. No, the Bills have been averaging, probably around 5-6 minute drives. Pacheco up the middle gets around 12 yards. The Chiefs are already at midfield. This drive is going by quickly.
This has been a quick game, though.
Very quick. I wonder how many incompletions there have been in this game. 4 for the Chiefs. There's been 10 incompletions in this game, bro. The clock is basically just continuing to run all game.
Yeah, man, that's going to be like a 3-hour game.
Bruh, again. This catch isn't quite the same, but Marquez Valdez-Scantling all of a sudden decided he could catch a football today.
Hey, man, he woke up and said, I am Tyreek Hill.
He woke up and said, "You know what? I'd like to have an NFL career next year.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably best that I make that happen today." Yo, they keep talking about how this is Brady versus Manning, but this is way more fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck a chess match, man. Let me see sidearms.
I do see a lot of yards being gained in this game.
Oh yeah. Well, end of the third. We got 1 quarter left. People, strap in. Should be a great ending to this game. Shout out to everybody tapped in right now, whether you're watching this live or you're for some reason watching this on replay after the fact. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, regardless of how you support. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to further support what we're doing, make sure you run up those numbers, because YouTube does not understand how to differentiate good content from bad content. It needs your help to do so. The content is free. We accept payment in the form of engagement, though, so make sure you run those numbers up. Like I said, last quarter of this game. Next week we'll be back. I think I'm down to do both games, although I may have a hard time being invested in Detroit, San Francisco. But I think I'll do it anyway, because obviously we only have 3 games left this year. I don't know if I'll be doing the Super Bowl, but yeah, people. Next week, last time of the year, we have multiple games during the same day, so definitely. Probably should use that as an opportunity to do some streaming. When we pivot to the off season, we'll probably start off the off season talking about coaching stuff and just focusing on that. And then I think once the coaching stuff settles down, I want to kind of just do quarterback landscape commentary and just talk about what that looks like. And then by the time that's over, we'll probably be able to pivot to free agency. And then when that's over, we can pivot to draft stuff. And then when that's over, this shit will be dead for 2 months. And then we'll be back for next year. So stay tapped in, people. It's been a fun run this year. Just got my feet wet with how this whole thing works. Just learning about what's what. Yeah, excited about the different things that I come up with for next year. Yeah, I think during the dead part of the season, I'll try to probably just mess around and do a bunch of short streams on every single team. That gives you 32 different streams. You can run those off every other day to get through 2 months. Probably something like that. If the Carolina Panthers stream happens, it'll just basically be 25 minutes about like my favorite David Tepper moments, and then maybe a little bit about Bryce Young.
Hey man, I can't wait to talk about whoever the next Panthers coach is.
For real.
And be like, what week is he getting fired?
Hall of Fame bag chaser.
Mm-hmm.
No, you know what? We need Pete Carroll. We need Pete Carroll to get that job.
Nah, man, he's staying with. He said he's moving upstairs in the Seahawks.
I hear that, but like, I know he also said that basically he it wasn't his decision. So I just feel like if enough money gets thrown at him, Pete Carroll, you are Bryce Young's head coach.
I hear it, but not happening.
First and goal for the Chiefs. Pacheco up the middle finds the end zone. So, as expected, as expected, the Chiefs run off a 3-minute drive roughly. I think I looked up the average drives with about 18 minutes and 20 seconds to go. There's about 14 minutes and 20 seconds to go now. So yeah, a 4-minute drive, which is actually a little bit above their average. So if the Bills, let's say for argument's sake, they run off another 7-minute drive to get their touchdown and take the lead back, that means Chiefs ball with 7 minutes to go, down 4. And really the question becomes, a team that's only been able to do a 4-minute drive at absolute like best, can they avoid giving Josh Allen the ball back? Because this game very much feels like whoever has the ball last is going to win.
I don't know, man. I'm feeling this Josh Allen backbreaking turnover after a long drive.
I think that'd be hilarious. It's definitely possible. You can never rule it out with Josh Allen. But yeah, regardless of how this goes, really, truly compelling stuff. We sat through a lot of bullshit this year to get to this point.
What happened with this flag?
Something on the Chiefs. So I don't. Sorry, it's on the Bills. Are the Chiefs wild enough to go for 2?
Probably
not, because I don't think they have like a cash money enough goal line anything. Although I feel like they should probably just sneak it with a tight end. I lied. They're gonna kick this extra point from 33. Wait, hold up. They're kicking it from 33. I guess they accepted the penalty on the kickoff. I'm tired of seeing Taylor Swift every touchdown. The Bills need to end this shit. Yo, Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, bags will be made. Bags will be collected. Yo, it's the first Super Bowl where you'll probably see like, I don't know, they might in like the Super Bowl like vibe that happens in the city where it's at. You'll probably see some Swifties, man. What the hell? Swifties take Vegas. But yeah, it's all good, bro. Honestly, the Chiefs win this, the Ravens will end that shit next week. And we'll finally get Mahomes versus Lamar in the playoffs. We don't know yet. It's a shoulder injury. They're still figuring it out. There's a fear that it re-injured something that he hurt earlier in the year. He did miss a bunch of time in the regular season. The Niners lost like 3 games in a row when that happened. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, brother, don't get too far ahead of yourself. That is coming. That is coming next year.
Yeah, guys. Taylor Swift's obviously like gonna be put on a halftime show and all this stuff.
Yeah, it's in New Orleans next year, I think. But yeah, she'll be there, with or without Travis Kelce. Although I do think it would be interesting if, like, obviously a lot of people think Jason Kelce is going to retire. If Travis Kelce just says at the end of this year, you know what? I just want to podcast and date Taylor Swift. This football shit was real. Got a couple rings. I can go out with my bro. we can just pivot this to like a retirement podcast, do this even more often. Fuck this football shit.
This is going to be a really interesting end to this game.
Yep. They're showing here the last 6 drives included 5 lead changes and 1 kneel down. This is real hoops.
Although I have a feeling my final score prediction is not going to be correct. So I don't see how there's no more points.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time for no more points.
I guess I would need like Bills touchdown, botched extra point, and then like just a frantic snowstorm out of nowhere.
Yeah,
We need inclement weather to happen like right now.
Yeah, realistically, we're going to OT at 34-34.
Yeah. Because like I said, it really looks like there's three drives left in this game, and it looks like Buffalo's going to have 2.
Yeah.
Read options with Stephon Diggs, bro. I love this.
Hey, man, whatever's necessary.
For real. Bro, like Joe Brady just really said, you know what? I'm Kyle Shanahan, like out of nowhere this week. He says, Stephon Diggs, you think you can beat Deebo Samuel? He's like, fuck it. Khalil Shakir is being Stephon Diggs, so I can be Deebo Samuel. Josh Allen has 10 rushes for 62 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's like a vintage LeGarrette Blount stat line. Bruh. The run game, since I think you pointed it out at the end of the first, but the run game has not been the same.
No, it hasn't.
That's bad. All right, 3rd and 5. I think this is like a turnover kind of a play in terms of what you're looking for.
Oh, it might be time.
All right, 3rd and 5 at their own 30. 13 minutes to go. Chiefs bring 4. There's a free runner and a batted ball at the line of scrimmage. So the Bills are on 4th and 5, and we will get the second punt of the game. We will get the second punt of the game, and now all of a sudden it looks like there's going to be 3 drives, and the Chiefs are going to have 2 and a 3-point lead. This game has swung dramatically, people.
Oh, yes.
I wasn't paying attention during those during that replay, but the Chiefs rushed 4 and had a free rusher. That's a really bad mistake on the Bills' offensive line. Oh! I don't want to spoil it. Oh no! Bro, I just saw a detail at the end that made this play even wilder.
Oh my God.
Bro. They put DeMar Hamlin in there with the game on the line.
Jesus
Why
Christ.
the fuck are we doing this to this guy, man? Why are we doing this shit for feel-good stories? Bro. DeMar Hamlin with the game on the line. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That was crazy.
My God. Oh shit.
Well, it's been fun, Buffalo.
Bro, actually though, the Bills must think this is a Disney movie.
It's been fun. Good luck.
Yo, they said storybook ending and the shit's a tragedy.
Oh well.
Oh, by the way, Peter, the 20+ yard play count is now 8-0.
Oh yeah, no, it makes sense. I was gonna say like they.
Oh shit! Oh my god, Miko Hardman. Oh my god, we gotta see this replay. We gotta see this replay. Holy shit, this is comedy.
No way.
Oh, it's so close too on the replay. I think he's down, but this is so close.
No way.
This is so close, but I
No
think he's down.
way.
Yo, we were, yo, Joe, you're not. It might be a Disney movie.
That's a fumble.
Okay, this angle, bro, it's tough.
That's a fumble.
Can you please? Okay, finally, they slowed this shit down. Finally. I think it's a fumble, but
That's a fumble.
all right, this is the angle. Yeah, yo, yeah.
That's a fumble, guys. That ball gets
Bro.
knocked out.
Bro, oh my
That ball's
god.
coming loose before his hip hits the ground.
Yo, they took DeMar Hamlin and Miko Hardman and they let them have meaningful impacts on this game, and they both tried to trick it up.
This is the funniest sequence of a game that I've. That's
Yo.
a fumble.
Yo.
I thought this in real time.
Yo, we don't let backup safeties run the ball on 4th and 5, and we don't let guys that got cut by the Jets run the ball when the game's on the line, people.
That is a fumble.
Hey, I like it. I respect it. I respect this so much.
Oh, that ball is conclusively getting punched out of his hand like a millisecond before his hip hits the ground. That's a fumble, Chief.
Yo, they might say, Miko.
Even if they win this, he'll be working at Wendy's next year. What?
Miko is done in the NFL. It was real. You had a couple sick punt returns. They compared you to Tyreek Hill because you're fast. It's been real. The Jets cut you, which is hilarious because the Jets are a scrubby team with no receivers, low key. But yeah. I can't believe the last 5 minutes. I actually cannot believe what I just saw.
That is hilarious. Hey, dude, we might get to my hilarious prediction one way or another.
Actually, yeah, you got the most. Like, I thought inclement weather was required, but it's just getting the ball in the hands of
I thought
scrubs.
it would be a random Bills turnover, and it kind of was, but I wasn't gonna see one. I wasn't seeing one of those two.
Bro, they just put the ball in the hands of random scrubs, and that's what you needed, low key, the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's say in your head you decide the risk of 4th and 5 is worth it, right? Imagine having Josh Allen and deciding, you know what? DeMar Hamlin.
I can't believe they gave that fake. I don't know what I can't believe more. Like a ball fumbled out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Or a fake punt with DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah. All right.
This is great drama, though.
Yep. They called it a touchback. Yep. Bills ball. And if oh my god. Bro, this game is a classic. This game is a classic. Jordan Poyer with a hell of a play.
Yeah, that is a fumble. I tell you guys, my eyes don't lie. They should put me in the replay booth.
Damn.
Once the ball starts coming loose, that's a live ball. The fact that he's down does not matter anymore.
But yeah, again, people, if it's not 4th and goal, do not reach. Never reach. Yeah, on the 1 yard line. Live to play another down. This
Yeah.
Bills running game is gonna kill them.
Hey man, we learned the hard lesson last year.
Bro, this Bills running game is going to kill them.
Are you ready for a 13-play, 80-yard drive?
Yo, Joel, which trick play are you referring to before this?
That is crazy.
Are you talking about the end around that Houston tried against Baltimore? Because low key, that wasn't that bad. The blockers just couldn't deal with Geno Stone. But the play was schemed up well. Oh, that fake punt. Wait, when's the last fake punt? I'm tripping. I don't remember it. Bro, they got Khalil Shakir killed, man. What the hell? Not my dog.
Yeah, Josh, you don't have to do that, bro. That's 3 yards.
Yeah, 27-24 is looking better and better as time goes on.
Talk soon.
The Chiefs did a trick play on the fumble. Oh, the end around, or I don't. Well, that was a pitch. But yeah, whatever. Again, just game on the line. Damar Hamlin and Mecole Hardman. I'll never forget.
Hey man, it is what it is.
On a day with so many hoops, bro. Khalil Shakir became Stephon Diggs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling became Tyreek Hill. Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes put on a show. Motherfuckers punted twice. No, once. They punted once. But when the game was on the line, Damar Hamlin and Mecole Hardman. That being said, though, bro, if Damar Hamlin got that 4th down, actually, Disney movie shit.
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
They would have started writing the script immediately. Actually, I lied. The script has already been written. They just would have made it an amendment real quick. And in the movie about Hamlin, on that play, they would have him juking 3 guys. And then jumping like Cam Newton over somebody. Mecole Hardman fumbling is like Danny Green missing that wide open 3 in the finals.
Why did he get the ball to Pacheco again?
Couldn't tell you, man. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, halftime, the Suns' big three has 52 points.
Were they playing the Pacers?
Yeah. Like heavy Pacers tax, but we'll take it.
Halliburton's not playing again? I wonder what happened.
They called it injury management.
Well, Khalil Shakir is jogging back into the locker room. It is 3rd and 12.
Their best receiver's gone.
For real.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm watching a hamster throw up peanuts. Not throw them up, he's just holding them with his cheeks.
Bro,
what?
Bro.
The fuck? Oh my god. Josh Allen launched that bitch. What?
Bro, he dropped
it.
Bro, he dropped it.
Bro, he launched that bitch.
Yo, third and long, the Bills have done really, really well. But again, still 0 20-yard plays.
Yeah, he did drop that bitch.
Trent Sherfield, you are no Khalil Shakir. Damn. Well, yeah. The Bills are the second punt of the game is finally actually going to happen. It looks like it looks like a bad punt. It is a bad punt.
Oh hell yeah!
I don't know, man. Chiefs, if you just don't fumble the ball, you'll probably ice this game here.
Ice the game. There's 10 minutes left, Chief.
Bro, if they get a touchdown, I feel very bad about Buffalo's chances.
I agree, but like there's like a lot of time.
I feel very, very bad.
Again, I want my score to persist. I want to like sound like a genius. But there's no way. There's just no way. There's too many random things happening.
Oh, brother. Something else random almost happened on this play. That would have been something.
I need a bad snap. That's what I need.
Yeah, you do. You need like a snap over the quarterback's head that goes like 30 yards backwards.
Yeah, I just need. Oh my god,
Bro, like we're running wide receiver screens behind guys that I guess just can't block.
yeah.
So the Bills have run 63 plays and the Chiefs have run 38.
Fuck it, man. Whatever it takes.
This is
Play.
such a funny contrast of like chunk plays and getting down the field quickly versus just like getting fucking 6 yards at a time.
This is like opposite of how I think these teams play.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it was Joel that said it, but yo, Chiefs Black Magic actually activated in this game. I don't know what happened. Marquez Valdez Scantling, they sacrificed like a baby goat or some shit so he could catch the ball.
I still think that DeMar Hamlin fake punt was so unnecessary.
So unnecessary.
Like, just punt the ball, guys. Even if you hold them to a field goal, you can still win the game.
If you deem that risk is worth taking, just put the ball in the hands of Josh Allen, especially for 5 yards.
Yeah, what the hell?
5 out, spread the field out. Josh Allen runs for 5 yards very easily. If you just decide that the risk is worth it, it's not DeMar Hamlin. Well, the Chiefs went 3 and out, people. Peter did not.
My agenda.
Peter did not need something crazy. He did not need a wait. This is a very late flag. What are we seeing here?
A hold.
Damn. Did they just miss it? Did the TV crew just miss it?
Yeah, I saw a hold, like in real time.
Show some other receivers. I think they're going to say illegal contact on 42. I mean, maybe if the ball's not in the air, though, so it would be illegal contact. Bro, it can't be pass interference. The ball wasn't in the air. I was watching for it.
Funny thing is, like, if he would have just turned and ran with them,
Yeah.
they would have covered that up the exact same.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a dumb thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it, Buffalo, bro. I hate it had to be like this.
Oh, well.
That's life, man, though. Life is tough. It might be a 1-3 matchup in both conferences. First and 10 from midfield. Mahomes, play action, rolls right, chucks it deep. Mecole Hardman in the end zone. That's what we need. Deep post to Mecole Hardman.
They're talking about changing the touchback rule for fumbling in the end zone.
Yeah.
I
How would you
disagree.
change it if it was up to you?
I wouldn't change it at all.
Because I think the 2 points of discussion are should the ball turn over and where should it turn over to? I'm okay with the turnover part of things. I actually don't know if I care that much about it going to the 20. I don't know
No,
what we would
I'm
be
cool with
doing.
it.
I
If you
don't know
fumble
what
in
we
the
would
end
be
zone, you're a
doing.
bitch. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know what we would be doing, like moving it to the 10.
If you fumble in the end zone, you're a giant pussy. Like, let's be honest. You shouldn't be fumbling in the end zone.
Yeah.
You just shouldn't be. Like, I don't know. I don't care that the penalty is harsh. I'm cool with like punishing people taking the risk to reach the ball out. I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah.
That's part of the game. Like, there's already so many rules that favor offense and favor scoring.
Yeah.
I'm cool with keeping that rule in.
Right.
But like, I'm sure if you looked at it, like, there's not actually that many teams that have lost possessions by fumbling through the back of the end zone this year, is there?
It's not a super common thing. I know what happened to the Vikings against the Eagles. I know what happened, I think, in a Cowboys game. I think the Lions Cowboys game it
I don't
happened
think it
in.
happened in any Ravens game this year.
Yeah, it's not a super common occurrence because you also it's not just fumbling in the end zone, it's fumbling in the corner.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's fumbling in the corner. You'd have to actually be a different type of dude to fumble it out of the back of the end zone in the middle of the field. Like to what you said, like you just have to be a giant pussy.
Yeah, like what are you doing?
So the Bills
I've
get the
made
stop.
like 3 guys miss and got like 1 yard.
Yep. The Bills got their stop. No flag on this play. The Chiefs will punt the ball. 8 minutes to go. 27-24, holding strong.
Hey man, I told you there'd be 4 punts this half. How many have we had?
I think this is 4. Or it's 3. It's either 3 or 4.
Nah, the Bills punted to the Chiefs. Actually punted shitty. The
Yeah.
Chiefs are punting now.
Yo, hold up. Is DeMar Hamlin on the stat sheet in terms of negative rushing yards? Yes, he is. Oh no, he got 2 yards on that rush. So
Hey,
DeMar
we got
Hamlin,
stats, baby.
as a runner in his career, 1 rush for 2 yards,
We got stats, baby.
looking like Zeke numbers.
Hell yeah.
So the Bills punter has 2 punts. The Chiefs punter now has that's his first punt. So 3 punts so far. Back to where we started. Yeah, Bills with the ball at their 20. So a bad punt by the Bills kind of gets neutralized by the Chiefs punting the ball into the end zone. So we're kind of at a neutral spot again in terms of field position. Both punters had a chance to impact the game after doing absolutely nothing all day. Both tricked it off. So shame on you guys. Mahomes is so lucky he didn't play in the 90s because he would have been getting lit up, or the 2000s. It depends what he'd want to do. I feel like he has the ability to play like a pocket passer if he wanted to. But yeah, Vic wanted to run and he got smacked around a lot.
This has been the game also really slowed down.
A lot.
Like we're like, oh, it's been a quick game. This fucking half of the fourth quarter took like 35 minutes of real time. Jesus Christ.
Yep. And it's going to stay at this pace too. Ahmed says Super Bowl bound Lions. Let's go. I hope so. Seeing the Niners get packed at home in another championship game would be so fun.
Bro, the Bills don't give a fuck about their image. They'll let them go. What the hell?
Once his contract runs out, I mean, also like, oh my god. Okay, all right, let's see what happens. Dog.
The real MVP, Shakir, on the sideline.
Oh, he's back. That's my dog, man. I'm happy he's back.
Oh my god, he flung that bitch.
All right, so a couple things now that you've seen the play, right? It looks like he said, fuck it, we'll be in second and long anyways. I'm just chucking this bitch, right? Number two, I have an honest question to you, Peter. Your heart of hearts, Khalil Shakir catches that ball, right?
I think so. Khalil Shakir, like on the shit he's on today? Yeah, I believe so.
Bro, he's catching that ball because that hit Diggs in his hands.
Yep.
Yo, if they could run it, yes, but they have not been able to run it today. They've been able to run it down the stretch this year, but not today, bro.
Third and short, Buffalo. Let's see.
Five wide. This feels like Josh Allen running the ball to me. He throws a screen to Dawson Knox, who he got the yardage and got down. The ball bounces out after he's down and he's hurt. So, pretty wild set of events that just happened, but the Bills do have the first down. Oh, yeah, basically. That is, yeah, we just saw CTE happen.
Oh, yeah.
Peter, have you seen Antonio Brown's Twitter activity from this morning?
He's starting a podcast or something, right?
I think so, but he did a Q&A, and obviously, like his let's pull the tweet up. Actually, you know what? Yeah, well, bunch of yards. Where is it?
Oh, man.
Here it is.
Hey, this team's got a lot of screen passes and swing passes going today.
I don't know if it's actually what's happening, but I kind of feel like the Bills play caller is trying to protect Josh Allen from himself down the stretch here. A lot of conservative play calling.
But like the Chiefs are doing it too.
That's true. The Chiefs, different story. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've seen a lot of that.
Yeah, I saw this tweet this morning and I said, yeah, he has some different energy.
Josh Allen trying to lower his shoulder. Don't know about that one, Chief.
We don't need to be doing that right now.
Nope. Watching a team you hate lose is so much rewarding than watching your favorite team win. I don't know about that. Like, when your favorite team is ass, yes.
Yeah.
But when your favorite team is like actually lit, I don't agree.
Yeah, with the way the Eagles are playing, watching the Packers game was amazing. Oh, it was really riveting stuff. But like, if the Eagles were actually good, it wouldn't hit like that.
Oh my god, Josh Allen's gonna get his guys eviscerated.
Yep. Yep. 5:47 to go. 2nd and 10 for the Bills. I have a pretty strong feeling that if the Bills score on this drive, it'll be their last possession of the game.
I kind of agree with you.
Yes, if they get far enough down the field to definitely secure points, it'll then be Josh Allen walking off the field, and either Mahomes wins it or he doesn't.
Oh my God, that was almost the
That's
pick.
your play. That was your play, by the way. Also, by the way, look at L'Jarius Sneed behind the play. He very much probably catches that if nobody touches that ball.
Yep.
Shout out to the Chiefs DB for actually like breaking up the pass.
That was nowhere close to Diggs. Oh, that's probably points too.
Oh, brother. Enjoy this play.
Oh God. Oh, yep. I knew it. Oh my God, they got it.
Bro, that actually helped them out. They got a couple yards for fourth down now. And it's 4th and 3, so like probably Josh Allen running the ball here.
I knew it.
So, bro, you got your 2 turnover
That's
worthy
the same thing
plays.
that happened in the Packers game. It's like the bouncing ball, perfect spot, random guy on the team that recovers it ends up like 1v5 and just gets it.
Add that to the list of the fine margins things.
Yep.
Khalil fucking Shakir.
Hey man, sign that guy to a max. I know those don't exist, but invent it.
But invent it for him. Give him 35% of the salary cap, whatever it is.
Thanks. Stephon Diggs, find a new team.
Facts. Stay on that diva shit. We got number 10. Both these teams have exactly 353 yards right now.
That's cute.
So continuing with the theme of wide receiver screens.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, the Chiefs are hitting the shit out of Bills players. Like when they tackle them, they are tackling them like they want to hurt them.
That's how you should tackle them.
Welcome to playoff football, people.
Yeah, welcome to real football. None
This
of
is
this dome
not
bullshit.
Thursday night football in October.
Yeah, none of this dome bullshit.
This is not Mitch Trubisky against Bailey Zappi.
That's right, that was a game this year. Jesus Christ.
So first down, we were continuing with the theme of tight end screens / wide receiver screens. Second down, we're continuing with the theme of the Bills running game going absolutely nowhere. 3rd and 4, people. 3:44 to go on the clock, and it's running.
Hey man, gotta love the third mediums.
Yep. This play is being run from what? Like the 30. It's being run from the 34. This is a 52-yard kick. What has to happen for you to kick the field goal here?
I'm not fucking kicking a field goal. What the fuck?
So let's say they lose 3 yards.
Oh,
Like that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. What
They
is
lost 3 yards.
because then
no,
that
dude.
makes it around a 55-yard kick. So
Yeah,
I'm
you're
trying
in no man's land.
well, they got it. So
I was gonna say unless you get like, but even if you got like 2 yards, I'd probably still have gone for it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like super no man's land though. Unless you're taking like a 10-yard sack.
Yeah. Even then you're kicking from like 60.
Yeah, but if I'm taking a 10-yard sack, I'd probably just punt it at that point.
Yeah. That was an interesting spot.
Yeah.
But we're in 1st and 10. We're in a much less interesting spot. Again, continuing with the theme of the Bills.
Hey, KC might not get the ball back.
Bro, it's actually like, it's kind of remarkable. No incompletions. Actually, let me get it.
They could get 2 more first downs before doing anything. Like before, they could get 2 more first downs, so KC might not be able to. They might not get the ball back, depending on what actually happens.
Yeah, 17 incompletions in this game.
Do you think any part of that goes into Buffalo's play calling? Because I do.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't think they're going to run a play before the 2-minute warning.
Oh, yeah. And they shouldn't.
I agree.
But yeah, so the Chiefs have 2 stoppages of the clock here. I imagine the Bills will find a way to keep the clock running on these 2 downs because they have consistently so far in this game. But we'll see.
You'd think so, but there's always a chance that there's just a random fumble like we just had.
Actually, going back to this, now Allen gave us the W and we fucked it. Legitimately though, like the Bills are really like they're flirting with danger. They've done it the whole game, and things just keep working out. This game could very easily look very different right now.
Oh, 100%. Hey, playing it safe and going for overtime is bad news, brother. They could play it safe and try and win the game. Like you're already down there.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I guess a Josh Allen run is probably what I'm dialing up here. I guess either the clock runs or the Chiefs burn their second timeout.
The Chiefs are going to use if the Bills get stopped short, they're going to use a timeout. They should at least.
So the thing is, basically, the question is like, okay, so let's say the Chiefs are going to get 2 stops here on plays that run the clock. Would you rather have the ball with 140 and no timeouts or 1 minute and 1 timeout? I would have
and no timeouts.
I'd have 140 because I think a timeout is going to save you like less than 40 seconds in the 2 minutes.
Yeah, 140 and no timeouts. Like
140 and no timeouts.
You go out in a 2-minute drill, and you probably schedule like 3 plays. The latter 2 being contingent on the outcome of the first one.
So the point here is actually that like this is your time. This is the time for your like big Josh Allen turnover because that would keep the score at 27-24.
Oh yeah, he got lucky, dude.
Your prediction. Yeah, even the pick, because like forget the guy who got his hands on it. If that guy doesn't get his hands on it, there's a guy behind him catching.
If that guy doesn't get his hands on it, that's a pick 6 and the game is over.
Yep. 2 turnovers were there.
Yeah, man, they lucked out of the Josh Allen turnover today.
Yeah.
Like they had 2 marginal events related to turnovers go their way.
Oh yeah. Okay, 5 wide for Buffalo. 2 minutes to go. They have not been running Josh Allen out of this formation on this drive. He drops back. The pocket collapses, and he slings it into the dirt. But that looked scary. He was willing to throw it into a crowded Chiefs. I think he either missed that badly or he actually just put that ball in the dirt. No, he got hit as he threw. He's trying to oh my God. If he doesn't get hit there as he throws the ball, Khalil Shakir.
Well, Shakir was kind of open.
Bro, when you watch the replay from behind the play, you're gonna see he gets hit as he throws it, but that ball is finding Shakir if he doesn't get hit. I think.
Yeah, probably.
Which hilariously leaves so much time for the Chiefs.
No, yeah. That's a win for the Chiefs. Definitely.
Well, incompletion on 4th down. The Bills run no clock. They will now attempt a kick from like 40 in a notoriously windy stadium. This kick is from the 26, so this is a 44-yard kick. They have a pretty good kicker, but I don't think he's ever attempted a kick like this.
This guy's going to miss, man.
44 yards. Oh, my God. They did the 9 for 9 career field goals, 0 for 0 in the playoffs in whatever situation they're bringing up.
I feel bad for dude.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Dog, when you see it too, you'll see what happened.
Yep.
Bro, the wind took that shit. That shit was going right down the middle, and then the wind said, nah.
Yep.
Yo, shout out Buffalo's windy stadium. I told you people, notoriously a very difficult place to kick field goals. The lake is
Yeah.
right there. The wind comes like a motherfucker. And the wind just took that kick. That kick was going right down the middle. And now the Chiefs need probably, yeah, they
One
need.
first down, the game's over. But you know what, Buffalo? You probably shouldn't be in this game anyways.
9 yards on first down for Pacheco.
Yeah, this is a
Yo,
wrap.
hey, it actually happened, bro. Joel said in week
Oh, my score!
yeah, bro. Yes.
Oh my God, my score!
Hey, Murtaza, last minute Josh Allen hate. You got any?
That's the reason I jumped in this because
I saw it coming the second you hopped in. What's going on,
Hey, this guy was trying to blow the game though. Let's not forget this.
bro? God saved him.
Also, Josh Allen, good quarterback. I like him. But when niggas talk about Cam Newton, the comp in today's game is Josh Allen. It's not Lamar.
bro,
the way-
and
The way he
the
tries to
thing
run
is,
with
bro,
people is crazy.
he has too much of a Superman syndrome. You idiot. Stephon Diggs is wide open. Just fucking pass him the ball. I don't know what his issue is with him over the past this year, really. He just refuses to pass him the ball. Like, it's one of the best in the NFL. So happy. Bills fucking lost. Fuck you, Bills. Bills Mafia hype. You're never gonna do anything. You fucking bozo Gene at
First
quarterback.
down, game over.
Let's go, Pacheco. Thank God.
The right team won. The team with the explosive plays. The team that the ball kind of bounced against 50-50 wise most of the day, that team won still.
The team with the they made the least mistakes.
Yeah.
Although it's not like the Bills made like a ton of mistakes, but the Chiefs made less. They got more explosive plays. What a bro! What a I know we talked about the comment about legacy games, right? But it's just like the way how one sided this Josh Allen versus Mahomes shit is crazy.
Uh-huh.
And by the way, the Ravens have to win this game to go to the Super Bowl because we can't let the Chiefs cheat the system again, having no wide receivers and trying to win a Super Bowl.
Facts. No, bro. So here's the thing, right?
We can't, let that happen.
Yo, week 18, I got on this platform and said, yo, the Chiefs, it's something's gonna happen this year. They're gonna lose, right? Joel said, bro, they got playoff black magic. And I'll be real, I saw a whole bunch of black magic today.
That shit won't work in Baltimore.
Yo, Marquez Valdez-Scantling cannot catch the ball like that. He just can't.
Yeah, he can't. Like, that was crazy.
But they sacrificed something. Somebody somewhere sacrificed something.
Yeah, that was crazy. But the Ravens, you know, M&T Bank, that's what it's called, right?
It's the flock in the building, bro. It's the flock.
We're winning it all, bro. You know, we're getting rid of all the game managers in the NFC, and then whichever game manager out of Purdy and Jared Goff comes out of there, we're winning it all, bro. Lamar, we have, bro.
It's time.
The fact that people passed on him for 2 first-round picks, still, like, last night, I was just laughing for an hour. Like, 2 first-round picks, that's it. But hey, you know, the game is the game. Like, we need to win this. Odell needs to win this. Zay Flowers needs to win this. It needs to happen.
Yep. Yeah. So, bro, like, I really think the AFC Championship is the Super Bowl. Like, I think if Mahomes gets to the Super Bowl with these scrubs, he's just gonna win that shit in the end.
Without Debo, that Niners offense is cheeks.
People, tune in. AFC Championship game. That's the Super Bowl.
Oh, I'm ready.
And this is also a fuck you to the Chargers. You know why? Because they drafted Quentin Johnston over Zay Flowers. So,
that's a major mess up.
Just another the Chargers as well with Justin Herbert, man. This guy, the fucking, you know, if king, bro. If you just go on Twitter, you just type Justin Herbert, every sentence had if in it, bro. This guy's like, oh, I hate that guy as well. Sunshine looking ass. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, bro. It's fuck, man. We're finally gonna see Lamar versus Mahomes in the playoffs.
Yep.
Oh, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. The Ravens will win, though. Come on, let's be real. Like that defense is too good. That offense is too good. They're gonna run all over this fucking Chiefs defense.
If we can establish the run game and no like ridiculous turnovers or like special teams gaffes, and just like kind of like shorten the game and keep everything in front of them, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. So my thing and what I said about this matchup is like I think if the Ravens start slow or they just have like moments where they stumble through the game, I don't think the Chiefs offense is explosive enough to like run up the score during that time for it to be a big enough margin for when the Ravens figure it out. Again, I really don't know what's going on with this Chiefs offense for them to like I think they scored what did they score 26 against Miami?
Yeah.
So 26 and 27. I think they probably touch what, like 17 in Baltimore?
Yeah. I think 17-23 is my prediction.
I think
I'm gonna go like, I'll say 24-20.
yeah, I'm thinking either 17 or 20 points for the Chiefs, and I think the Ravens, for me, they either get. I'm feeling like 27-28.
You know what? I'll take it though. Blowout win, AFC champion. Bills fans are crying. Hell yes. Hell
Bro,
yes.
this Bills fan gimmick, bro, of this Bills mafia jumping through tables, bro. It's so, bro, it's so white people, bro. I'm so happy they lost.
Oh,
Yo.
yeah.
Oh, bro, where's the AB tweet? Hold up, yo. Shout out to AB. He gave us lessons on how to refer to people on Twitter this morning.
Oh my, yeah, I've been seeing that shit,
Bro.
Hey, also, quick question.
Yeah.
Do we think a Debo-less Niners offense can beat the Detroit Lions?
You know
Brother,
what it is? I kind
we need to make a stat of like
Yeah.
almost picks and just lucky as fuck moments and keep count.
facts.
Because like the only difference between the Chiefs winning today and
Yeah.
the Packers losing yesterday, when
Yeah.
let's be honest, they should have won,
Yeah.
is Bozo.
Jordan Love is ass. That's why.
Bozo threw a crazy decision. They missed a chip shot field goal, and fucking Darnell Savage dropped a pick six that hit him in the numbers. Like, there's so many teams and there's so many situations. Like, or Josh Allen today, like, past that probably would have been a pick six the other way for Snead that just got deflected by his teammate making a play. A fumble, which takes a weird bounce off the turf, and one of his linemen recovers just for them to go down and miss the field goal anyways. Like, there's just like football is so unique where like the bounce of a ball just determines so much shit in the moment.
Yep.
It dictates the state of a game, and it's shit that people really can't control. And that's the Bills getting a touchback fumble from the Chiefs and still losing. But hey, my halftime score prediction, 27-24 Kansas City. All of you, suck it. I was right. I don't know how we got there, but I'll
You know what, Peter? I
What's
think
up?
you're also overthinking it. It's just death, taxes, and the Niners beating the Packers in the playoffs. That's just what it is.
I mean, it's true, but like also the decision that Jordan Love made yesterday was criminal. Like, come on.
And the fact that the decision the Packers are going to make by paying him $50 million is going to be the best thing ever because this is all he's capable of.
Hey, man, we'll see. But
I'm so happy. It's going to be good.
But I can't believe what I just watched right now. Yo, Murtaza, game on the line. They gave the ball to DeMar Hamlin. How did you feel?
Oh man, they thought it was a Disney movie, man. They thought they were
dead ass. That's what somebody said in the chat. That's what Joel said in the chat.
Bro, this ain't Disney, fucking McDermott, you idiot.
And then they again game on the line. Mecole Hardman. Why did the scrubs have
twice? He fumbled it first. Then the Chiefs recovered it in the first quarter, and then bro, you know what? Like you just can't play players like this. The Chiefs can't do this. That's why they need to lose. They can't keep cheating the system. Kadarius Toney.
You're getting away with this.
Yo, they're single-handedly trying to destroy the free agency market for wide receivers.
By the way, Mike Evans is a Chief.
Mike Evans is a buck, dude. Let's stop the cap,
Nah, he's a Chief. He's a Chief.
bro. Nah. Mike Evans had got a Super Bowl. Take that last contract. No state tax. Run up your yards, King.
Bro,
Yo.
they can't fucking pay him all, bro. They have so many people to pay. They have
They're
no
gonna pay
cap.
Baker. They're gonna pay Mike Evans, and it
They
is what
have
it is.
they have a shit ton of people to pay.
Yo, I'm watching these highlights right now. If you're a Bills fan, just stop watching football. Like, I'm not joking. Stop watching football, bro. You guys had so much shit break your way, and then like kind of had bro. Just stop watching football.
Is their new stadium a dome, by the way?
Hell no, man.
Isn't it?
I don't think so.
It should be.
I mean, it's just hopefully gonna have multiple entrances and exits.
Hey, I'm gonna wait, but no, I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna put this out there because I'm gonna be positive and speak this into existence.
Yeah,
We're gonna beat Mahomes next week.
yeah.
Lamar's gonna be 3-3 with a Super Bowl berth in the playoffs. Josh Allen's gonna be 5-5 with no Super Bowl berth.
When Lamar wins the Super Bowl, we're gonna have to start some nasty best quarterback in the league discussions.
We're not. Here's okay. Let's be honest. I'm fine being number 2. That like doesn't actually bother me at all. But where I will not tolerate people acting like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson isn't an actual conversation to sit down and have.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's a conversation, to be honest. Like,
I don't.
Lamar's clear. Like,
I don't really think it's a conversation, but like with the whole like people think Lamar plays like how Josh Allen plays, and now I'm gonna do the same thing that niggas were trying to do to Lamar yesterday. I'm gonna look at the box score because I don't actually think Josh Allen's numbers were crazy. 26 completions for 186 yards.
We hit 186.
Yes.
Jeez, that's running back numbers,
dog.
He
was on that Drew Brees, Michael Thomas shit. 12 carries, 72 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cool. So he gave you 250 yards and 3 touchdowns, but you guys lost. That's tough. I think I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Josh Allen played bad. I think a couple of lucky bounces went his way. He probably should have turned the ball over at least once.
Yeah.
Kind of lucky to be in that position at the end, but they still lost.
Yeah.
But I don't like how niggas are gonna look at oh my god, like I don't like it. But when Lamar threw for 150 on 16 completions and like a 94 total QBR rating yesterday, people were telling me it's not enough passing yards. I don't want to hear it.
Facts.
I don't want to like just apply the same standards to everyone, or don't apply them.
Yeah, but like they won't though.
They won't because they can't.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, by the way, where do we think Diggs ends up? Dallas?
Is he a free agent this year?
No, but he's definitely getting the fuck out of there.
Let me see what his contract's saying.
He's defo out of there, bro. They threw him the ball 3 times today. Like,
bro, they ran read option plays with him at least twice. More read options than passing targets? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. James Cook, Latavius Murray, Khalil Shakir, Dalton Kincaid all had more receptions than Stephon Diggs. What is his contract?
Sport Track is not loading. What about over the cap? Geez. Okay, hold up. His dead money in the event of a trade would be reasonable, I think.
Because
It
bro,
looks like if they were to trade him, he would be like 18 mil dead against I'm tripping. I lied. 28 mil. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, they can if they get rid of him, they don't save any money against the cap. But obviously if he
he
wants
wants
out,
out though.
if he
Remember,
wants
he
out,
wanted out at the start of the year, and like his brother's been pleading for him. What's his face? Stephen A. come out and said it. Like,
also I'm looking at the contract mechanics. It'll be done early because his contract, his 2024 salary, which is 18 million, becomes fully guaranteed at the start of the league year. So March whatever, March 14th, March 13th, as soon as free agency starts, his deal gets guaranteed. So we'll know before free agency starts whether he's moving or not, because you don't wait till after that to make that move.
Buffalo
I
Bills
do
went
think
out there, dude.
he's gone in the offseason though.
Yo, when did the Bills even make the AFC Championship? Was that
I think that
2021?
I
Oh, the
think
Bills beat us 2021.
yeah, I think that was the year they
The year after they lost to the Chiefs in that crazy game in the divisional. Then they got hoed by the Bengals last year. And then they lost to the Chiefs again.
yeah, Josh Allen's 0-3 against Mahomes in the playoffs.
Hey man, this rivalry. It is what it is, man. They'll figure it out.
Lamar Jackson, same amount of Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers. I'll be there no matter what.
Hey man. just give me one Super Bowl and all of the white quarterbacks were better than I don't care.
Bro, listen. If Lamar wins a Super Bowl, by the way, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh,
Bro,
absolutely. I
if
agree with
Lamar
you.
wins a Super Bowl, they should build a statue this offseason.
Oh,
He's the first ever NFL unanimous MVP. He had a Super Bowl, and he beat the you can't play this way allegations. Like,
bro.
And bro, let's be real. Between the fact that he's a black quarterback and his style of play, one ring should count as like probably like 2.5.
especially with how like the Ravens like purposely gave him no weapons, and the first year they gave him weapons, he's gonna win a Super Bowl.
They gave him weapons and a play caller that kind of understands that he's not Tyrod Taylor.
No, they gave him weapons and not Greg Roman.
Bro, Greg Roman was playing him like he's Tyrod Taylor. I'm
gonna be honest. For all the slander Greg Roman gets, and a lot of it is deserved, I saw a lot of Greg Roman runs in the run scheme yesterday.
Oh, that's one of the best things that this offensive coordinator did was add to what they had before, not just like
the smartest thing that Monken does is he doesn't try and make Lamar something he's not.
Yeah.
He also is quicker to change things like in game. Like you saw in the first half, they're running deep routes. They're not really putting any extra protection in and just leaving Lamar vulnerable for the blitz. So you just have no time. Max protected a couple times, rolled the pocket, ran shorter routes, get the ball out quickly. Guys like Flowers and fucking Likely are actually able to get yards after the catch. So it's like, hey, get the ball to the guys in space.
Yeah.
And it just makes the game easy. Now they can't blitz. They've got to cover more space. And now you can run the ball. And then when they have to load the box to run the ball, now you can just do more shit. Like it's easy, like, but with Roman, it's like, oh, this doesn't work. We're still going to do it. And hopefully eventually it will work. And if it doesn't work, then we just lose. And then everybody's mad. But no, Lamar's always been able to throw outside the numbers. It's just there was nobody outside the numbers. Like even there was people physically were not out there.
Yeah.
So a lot of the narrative talk, I just don't think has ever come from like a genuine place because people, I don't want to say people. I actually think like Ravens fans, the ones that are just like not like the racist, stereotypical quarterbacks got to have pocket presence people.
Yeah.
Open-minded Ravens fans have kind of been saying this for like the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this scheme is cool and like it makes us good and we win, but like it's not really going to translate when you're playing against better teams and better minds.
Yeah.
But if you just open up the playbook a little bit and at least try it. You don't even need like elite weapons.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers is a rookie. Odell is not Odell of 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And like Mark Andrews has been hurt for almost half the year now.
Yeah.
Our main tight end is a second-year player.
Right.
Mm.
And also, if you open it up a bit, it actually will make the bread and butter even more effective.
100%. And then you can just reinforce what you're already good at. Because if you're seeing seven-man fronts instead of 8-man fronts, you just run to the weak side, like run to the 3-man side with your 4 guys, and it's math.
Yep.
Like it's very simple. Like, but you have to have enough of a dual threat to cause 7-man fronts instead of 8-man fronts.
Yep.
You can turn 2-yard runs into 6-7-yard runs, and then it's just death by 1,000 cuts.
Yep.
And one thing I like the Ravens didn't do yesterday is they didn't fucking fumble on stupid shit.
Important stuff. Important stuff.
Like, I would rather just get Gus Edwards. If you told me Gus Edwards carried the ball for 12 times next week, for a total of 50 yards, I would. As long as you told me every run was at least 2 yards, and he didn't fumble, I would take it 100%. Stay ahead of the sticks. Just be solid. Shorten the game because while the Chiefs receivers are while Buffalo was missing a lot of guys, so like I don't think we're going to see as many yards next week.
Yeah.
You still want to shorten the game and you still want to lean on them because one thing the Ravens are is they're a physical team on offense.
Yeah.
And when you have the athletes and the pace and space, you got to lean on people first to make that really work.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But I'm assuming Spagnuolo's going to blitz the fuck out of Lamar.
Oh, yeah. He blitzes the fuck out of everyone.
Oh, yeah.
But so here's the thing, right? How many times has the Chiefs defense run into a running quarterback, like Josh Allen aside, right? Because like Burrow is not that. Herbert and them are not that. Because my only thing, right, is like, so Josh Allen, like, it's not that he gets shut down by the Chiefs. He's productive. He kind of just gets in his own way sometimes. But something I like to point out is that, like, Jalen Hurts was hooping against this Chiefs defense in the Super Bowl, right? And that's Jalen Hurts. If I'm the Ravens, like, I'm taking some of the design quarterback runs that the Eagles ran against this same defense and the same scheme, copy paste that shit. Like one thing that happened is that Hurts, like they could not contain quarterback draws. The Eagles would put 5 receivers out there, spread the team out. You put 5 guys in the box against the 5 offensive linemen, quarterback draw. And they could not stop it. So yeah, I think the Chiefs defense is going to struggle against Lamar, which is kind of why I said 27, 28 points. I do feel good about the Ravens running it up. Again, I think like the main thing is just like, are the Ravens going to show up and like be hooping the whole game, or are they going to hoop for 2 quarters?
All right, boys. I gotta head out. I'll see you guys.
We're going to wrap the stream up. Shout out to everybody that tapped in. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We will be back next week. Obviously, we're thrilled for the AFC Championship game. We'll probably still do the NFC Championship game, but with much less energy. Again, like I said, please make sure you guys run up the numbers if you appreciate the content. That shit helps with the growth of the channel. And hell yes, I'm doing the game next week. Time to shine. We will be back. Yeah, peace, people.